Let's see how loud you're going to be, Tommy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Louisa Lions football. This is Tommy Nelson, Dickie Purcell, Byron Malhalf here tonight, and we got our clock keeper, Ronnie Fisher, right over next to us, too. He's the man you need to know.
That's right. That's right. He helps us figure where the ball is, Tommy.
The Lions are getting ready to try to finish another regular season undefeated.
That's right. 10-0 if they can beat the Goochland Bulldogs tonight, which are heavy favorites to do. And also they would win another Jefferson District Championship, and they'd win this one outright. Last year, there was a three-way tie for the Jefferson District Championship.
Yeah, our analysts here hit it right on the nose for the second half last week, didn't they? Byron sat there and said when he goes in at halftime, you got to get back to basics. That's what they did.
Absolutely, and I think, Tommy and Dickie, looking at tonight's ball game, you want a couple things to happen. Obviously, you want to come away with a win. You want to play a clean game. You want to execute, but you also want to get through this game without anybody getting hurt.
Yeah,
but they've got some injuries right now.
Right. Dazier Carter, the outstanding freshman wide receiver and defensive back and special teams player, is not dressed tonight. He will not play tonight. Adam Mills didn't play last week, and he's also out again tonight as well. So Louisa needs to heal up, because next week the playoffs will be starting.
Well, Savion Carter picked it up in the Savion Hyder picked it up in the second half last week, and you got to give the 14-year-old credit, because he sat there and they asked him what was the secret of his success. He said, "Look at that line in front of me. Look at Tally, the blocking back in front of me."
It's amazing that at 14 years old he knows the right things to say. Okay, and that's
he'll be buying them steak dinners soon.
Yeah, exactly right. And you know, you look at the stats that young man has rung up, Tommy, and he's averaging almost 12 yards a carry. Outstanding.
And as we look at that offensive line, Tommy, Cameron Hawkins, tight end, then we got Elijah Brooks, Braden McIntyre, Jack Clemens, Shane Bibb, Jerkeem Banks. That's kind of the core of that offensive line.
Yeah, and tonight, 19 seniors for Louisa will be playing their last regular season game here in the jungle. Landon Wilson, Takai Comfort, Cameron Hawkins, Malik Huntington, Sam Claypack, Austin Talley, Alex Prophet, A.J. Gwynn, Justin Sims, Thomas Jimerson, Quentin Wash, Elijah Brooks, Jack Clemens, Shane Bibb, Jerkeem Banks, Cameron Hedrick, Caleb Shepard, and Quentin Spellman. And some of these guys have been here forever and ever.
Yeah, a couple of guys have been starting since they were freshmen, Tommy. Have started every game since they were freshmen. That's amazing.
And Dickie, the experience counts too.
No question about that, Tommy. Louisa's offensive line is a very senior-laden offensive line.
All right, Goochland comes in, has been a little up and down all season. They started off real slow, then they had a 3-game winning streak, now they're back in the losing ways.
Yeah, Goochland has had a really strong football program over the years, Tommy. They've been a little bit down this year. They won some state championships over there at Goochland.
Special teams, usually a big thing with Goochland, just like it used to be with Fluvanna, too.
Yeah, they've always had, seemingly always had, great kickers, PAT field goal type guys, and they could really execute that part of the game. But you look at this is a we got nothing to lose kind of game for Goochland, Tommy. I mean, they can come in and, as the saying goes, they can let it all hang out.
That's right. Yep.
And it's going to be a good one here tonight in the jungle. They've honored the senior band players. They also the senior players and the senior cheerleaders.
Cross-country team
of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For the playing of the national anthem.
right. The jungle is ready, and what a beautiful night for a football game.
Yeah, Tommy, we're in early November, and this weather, these Friday nights have just been unreal this year. Just beautiful nights for football. And, of course, last week they estimated the crowd at 4,000 people here for that ball game between Albemarle and Louisa last week.
Yeah, I understand the first game of the year, I believe the temperature at game time was like 71 degrees. Tonight, I believe it was 68.
And that's pretty amazing when you started out in August and now you're in November.
Yeah. All right, Byron, we sat here in the lines with these seniors. A lot of them are going to see a lot more playing time tonight that don't usually start.
Absolutely, and I know that knowing Coach Patrick, I know he's going to make every effort to get all of his seniors significant playing time, and hopefully the game will go in a direction where he's able to play the kids he wants to play when he wants to play them. But as we said, Tommy and Dickie, the big thing is, they can't sleep on this thing. I mean, Goochland's going to be ready to go once that first whistle blows, so they got to be ready to play. And if they can get out to a lead, then they're going to gives them a little bit of flexibility as far as what they can do with some of their substitutions.
Yeah, one of the things, Byron, you always allude to is the fact of turnovers, and Louisa's been very good this year without having turnovers. Now, I saw their punter warming up, and he kicks it high, and he kicks it 30, 35 yards, 40 yards downfield. You can't make mistakes on punts.
No, you definitely cannot.
And Dazier Carter is really good back there. He won't be back there tonight. He's
I
not
would
playing.
think Wilson would be the man.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. And, guys, you all, like me, you can remember a time when Louisa didn't put anybody back there to field punts. And a bad punt, one that didn't go 10 yards off the ground, might roll for 45 or 50 yards because there was nobody back. So the fact that there is somebody back there is a big plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week, Dickie, the Lions went over 600 yards, total yards in the ball game. They're averaging 448.1 yards a game, and that's amazing for high school talent.
Yeah, last year they rushed the ball for 505 yards. And had three guys, two over 100 and one with about 250.
Yeah. And defensive, I've been impressed with their defensive backfield this year. They've done a whole lot better job than they have in the past.
Yeah, they had a couple of breakdowns last week, but part of that was the athletic ability of Albemarle's quarterback, and that's just hard to maintain coverage for a prolonged period of time like that. But to your point, they've got very athletic young guys back there, and they've been doing a real nice job so far.
Yeah, and Margie Parker, I tell you, he stood in the back in the pocket, and he waited. He kind of dared him to come in on him because he could throw it on a bullet right off the bat.
Yeah, he had an extremely quick throwing motion, and he could just stop on a dime and shoot that thing 35 or 40 yards down the field like it wasn't anything to it.
Yeah, Dickie, I think we saw the best two teams in the Jefferson District here last Friday night.
No question about that, Tom. There's no question about that. They're by far the best two teams in the Jefferson District, no question.
And some people asked me this week, well, you said Albemarle had a great defense. I said, yeah, they did. Louisa just had a great offense last Friday night.
That's exactly right. I mean, we've talked about it throughout the season. When you look at Louisa's offense, they have so many weapons, so many ways that they can hurt you. And you, Tommy, you've alluded to it about how many guys have carried the ball, how many guys have caught passes. They got a lot of options.
Yes, very, very many. And you look at 21 have carried the football, 11 have received passes, 7 have intercepted passes, and 17 have scored a point or more. And tonight, that number may add up a little bit further because there's a couple guys who don't get some playing time but are going to get some tonight.
Right.
All right, the jungle looks like it's ready. Goochland brought a fair amount of people across the county line over in the stands, and the Lions are getting ready to go out for the coin toss to see who's going to be receiving, who's going to be kicking off. And we really want to thank the people at high school that have everything to do with putting this broadcast together because we have fun doing it. I know it's worked for them putting it together because I had to put it together some in the past.
Yeah, we really appreciate what they do for us, Tommy. They make life easy, don't they?
Yes. And, Dickie, I know you want to talk about the fact there are some football games that are of huge, huge importance all around.
One of them was played last night. Highland Springs defeated Varina 29-0. Thomas Dale and Dinwiddie play tonight. If Dinwiddie wins, they're going to be the number 1 seed in that region of that's Division 4. But if Dinwiddie loses, and Thomas Dale and Dinwiddie are both 9-0, then King George beats Cortland, then King George is going to be the number 1 seed. And then we got games that really have a bearing on what Louisa does tonight. I'm sure all our listeners want to know if Salem loses, if BC Glass loses, Glass plays Liberty Christian, Salem plays Patrick Roanoke, a team that's only lost 2 games. If they lose, Huguenot must beat George Wythe tomorrow, and then Louisa could get the number 1 seed.
Yeah, it's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts out there. And
That's
just
right.
saying, you got to tackle them buts is what's going to happen. And then Riverbend and Mountain View over at Fredericksburg area, that's a huge game.
That's right. Yep.
Both of them come in with 1 loss. Oscar Smith and Phoebus, that's every year Phoebus ends up there, Oscar Smith ends up there. But you got a 3 in Phoebus,
Yeah.
who's 9-0 playing a 8-0 Oscar Smith, that's a 6.
Yeah. And Oscar Smith is a football powerhouse, but Phoebus has been a football powerhouse over the years, too.
Yeah, they're the modern-day Tab in that respect. All right, Byron, we sit there and think about what the Lions have to do defensively tonight. I think they're going to have to look out for the running of the ball for Goochland to begin with. Goochland gets behind, they're probably going to have to put it up in the air.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if Goochland, not too far into the game, doesn't kind of reach into their bag of tricks a time or two, Tommy. So it's going to be important for Louisa defensively to stay at home, as the saying goes, to not get sucked in by the play-action fakes, play assignment football. If they do that, I think they'll be fine. I think Louisa's front will continue to dominate and put pressure and get penetration. If they do that, I think they'll be fine.
All right.
The other thing, Byron, that you know Louisa has to suffer. You know, you're sky high for a ball game like Albemarle last week. You just have to have a letdown when you win a big ball game like that the next week. That just naturally happens.
Yeah, and you know, from a coaching standpoint, you know they've been talking to these young men all week long. But guys, let's face it, these young guys, they know what they know.
Yeah.
They know what the deal is. They know
Right.
they know what teams are good and what teams have struggled. And it's just human nature. And of course, what you worry about is if they're not concentrating as they should, you worry about injuries.
Yeah.
So me personally, that's the biggest thing that I'm concerned about. Let's get through this game injury-free.
And that's the thing. All these seniors being introduced before the game start, Louisa took away from some of that warm-up time. And that worries me more than the repercussions from last week because I think they've put that game behind them. Coach Patrick has got them level-headed to do that. It's whether you're ready or not physically.
You can't put that game behind you, Tommy. I don't think. When you play a game as big as you played last week and you're playing a team that hadn't won but 3 games the next week, it's just in the back of your mind. It's just psychologically, you're just not as up to play as you were last week.
Yeah, but I just have confidence that Coach Patrick and his staff has sat there and tried to pull them down anyway.
Yeah, you try to get them ready, but they're not in the same frame of mind they were in last week. But you have to believe that if they're in the frame of mind just to execute and do the little things they need to do, they'll be fine tonight.
And I think we may see all the Louisa seniors go out for this coin flip
And that's a good
at the beginning of the
yes.
game. Let's see if that's what happens.
Yep.
Well, they're announcing the line seniors that are going to be going out there as captains.
Well, and actually, they snuck out there already a few minutes ago,
Okay.
Tommy, and they've had the the coin toss, and I think Goochland won the coin toss and actually elected to receive the ball.
Okay.
And that's a surprise, Byron.
That's a little different than the norm these days. Most teams that win will defer,
Right.
go on defense first, so they get the second half kickoff. But I think Goochland elected to receive the ball.
Yeah, maybe they're saying, let's see what we got.
That's right.
All right. We're getting ready to get underway.
And that tells me, guys, right off the jump, that tells me the respect that the Goochland coaching staff has for Louisa's offense. They won the toss, and they want the ball.
All
All
right.
right, back deep for the Bulldogs, Tommy, will be Matthew Martin, number 88. And also over there is number 2, Tommy, Jamerson Pryor.
Yeah, Pryor did a lot of carries last year against us.
And number 48 is over on this side, Tommy. And that is JoJo Johnson. And they're the 3 deep guys, and there's a good possibility the ball is not going to go to them, but let's see what happens. Louisa, let's see who's kicking, Tommy.
Maybe Albert.
Well,
I
Albertson's
think
kicking.
it's Albertson,
The ball
yep.
might go to them if Albertson's
Yep.
kicking.
Yep.
Matter of fact, it might go over their heads. This young man has a very strong leg.
And he's coming back from a slight injury, too. He missed a couple of games there.
All right, let's see how far he kicks it. I'm waiting for him to put one in the end zone.
He's going back to the 30 to get his move up. Here we go. And the whistle is blown, and it's Louisa's offsides.
Yeah, they were offsides.
And they blew it dead. The ball landed inside the 10, but they got to do it again.
Yep.
And we'll try to keep you listeners up on these scores so you kind of know what's going on in these other big games around the area and the games that will be affecting the seeding for Louisa, who they play next week.
The official just had a 12-yard pass play to the other official. So Albertson, give it another try.
All right, so they'll be kicking off from the 35-yard line.
This time they're okay. It's good. High, but toward the sideline. Going to go out of bounds, and they'll take it at the 35, you think? Or they'll make him kick it again?
No.
I might make them kick it again since they were already kicking from the 35 then.
They're going to take it on the 35. That's what they're going to do. All right.
All right.
Well, we're waiting for the decision to be made.
Well, I think they're marking it, as
Yeah,
you
they
said,
marked it at the
35.
35. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Number 16 is the Goochland quarterback, Tommy.
And Dickie, I believe, is Christian Johnson in the place of Dazier Carter in the Louisa backfield on defense.
Let's see.
Yep, he's come to the slot
Yep.
over here to the right now. The quarterback for
Blake Flaherty,
number,
16.
and he's going to take it straight ahead himself. He's got running room. He's going to have 10, 11 yards.
Yep. A good start for the Goochland Bulldogs. He came in just to run one play, Byron. Now he's out. I believe he's out.
Goochland spread the field at that time, had 2 receivers out to the left side, 3 split out to the right.
No, he's back in. He went over to the sidelines.
Back there was the only guy. He took it, ran it, first down.
Yeah, and he's the one that a few weeks ago ran for over 200 yards in the game.
Now he's in all by his lonesome back in the shotgun. And he's going to run it up the middle again. And this time
Nowhere
he's
that
not
time.
gonna-
Hawkins there.
Yep.
Along with Brooks or Spellman. One of the two. No, it was Takai Comfort.
All right, Flaherty back over to get the play. I got a hunch he might get quite a workload tonight.
Yeah, it was basically the same play that picked up the 11 yards on the first play. He just ran it off the left side rather than the right side, and Louisa's defense was up to the task that time.
All right, this time he's got the same formation.
Same formation Albemarle ran in the second half, only they were throwing it all over the place. Got 3 wideouts one way, 2 wideouts the other, and Flaherty back up by himself. Going to throw it. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it.
Intercepted by Hawkins. Hawkins down the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cameron Hawkins.
I would say 45 yards, Tommy.
I'd say 47.
Okay. 47-yard INT return. And it came with 10:29 to go in the first quarter, and the Lions are already up 6-0.
What a way to end your career.
Absolutely.
Right? In regular season ball.
Same offensive set that they ran really for all 3 plays. Just the quarterback was by himself back there, and he rolled out a little bit to his right and threw the ball on the move, and just a poorly thrown ball, underthrown. Hawkins stepped in, grabbed it up, and down the sideline he went.
Lundy for the PAT try with Prophet holding. Louisa will come out of this set.
Yeah. Come out the set.
Ball down, kick up.
Kick looks good.
And it's good. So 10:29 to go here in the first quarter. Louisa 7, Goochland nothing.
And guys, it's a little bit ironic. We were talking before we came on the air. Louisa scored 69 points last week, all offensive points. No defensive scores, no special team scores, and now we get the defensive score right out of the gate.
Yep.
Yeah. Louisa's up 7-0, and we played a minute and a half, and the offense hasn't been on the field yet.
Cameron Hawkins, who played his first 3 years of varsity football at Chancellor here at Louisa this year, has had a good year.
A really good year, Tommy. He has really helped this Louisa football team. No doubt about that.
And Chancellor doesn't have many W's on the board.
None.
Not any.
None. And they've had a hard time scoring points.
Yep. All right, let's see who's going to kick off this time for Louisa. Thinks it's going to be Albertson again. Yep. They're checking him for kicking off in the playoffs, whether he can get it in the end zone, I think.
Well, he's going to kick from that far hash mark this time.
Not going to do the long run-up
Short
either. Going to keep it high and short. Fair catch call for it to 31 or 32. Let's see where they mark it.
He got good height on that ball, Byron. Got really good height.
I think they're going to put it to 32.
And I don't know if you guys heard that score they just announced at the end of the first quarter. Salem and Patrick Henry Roanoke tied up at 7 apiece after 1 quarter.
I think that could be a real ball game tonight.
All right.
It's going to really be ironic if it comes down and we need Huguenot to beat George Whiff tomorrow.
Isn't that the truth?
All right. Trips right, trips left. Lone man in the backfield. Flaherty going to keep it again. Going to pick up about 5 on it.
Yep. And we're looking at 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. All right, out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage comes Goochland. Same set. 2 wideouts left, 3 wideouts right. Flaherty back out all by his lonesome.
And nobody in motion or anything either.
Nope.
Like playing in the backyard.
That's right. He's going
to keep it again.
And he's going to get
to the outside, runs into Cameron Hawkins.
I think it was. Yep. Cameron Hawkins. He's already had an interception return for a touchdown. He made the big hit that time. And we're looking at 3rd and about 2 across the way for the Goochland Bulldogs. They're running the very same set that Albemarle ran the whole second half.
Yeah. Yep. Every play they've run, which I think has been 5 so far, they've been in that exact same set. And the quarterback that time kept it, went to the right side. The play was pretty slow developing, and Hawkins sniffed it out and dropped him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
They got to get the play off. It's inside of 3 seconds.
They ain't going to get it
2,
off. They're not going to
one,
get it off. The clock is
and
run
the
out.
clock is run out.
Now they're going to have.
Delay a game.
And that's very costly if you're Goochland.
Yep.
Because you go from a 3rd and 2 to a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7, rather. Yep, 5-yard penalty, delay a game. Wait a minute. Nope, they took a timeout, Tommy. They avoided the penalty.
Okay.
They took a timeout.
Back judge didn't see what the line judge saw, right?
Now we're looking back to the 3rd and 2. And we still got 9 minutes and 1 second to go in the first quarter.
Now, one thing about running the way they are right now, Byron, to me, the size and the athletic ability of Louisa's defense going to wear down that offensive line, and they're not going to be holes for Flaherty.
And I think that had a lot to do with even the game last week, because I think Louisa's size really got to Albemarle in the second half. I mean, they had so much success running the ball. So I think you're exactly right. You know, teams can maybe hit some plays on Louisa early in the game, get some things going, but I think as the game wears on, Louisa's physical presence is going to wear on most teams they're playing.
All right, here we go. And they got him in the backfield. First man through was Christian Johnson, but he's not the man that brought him down.
Spellman getting up off the bottom of the pile for Louisa, Tommy. And they lose 2 yards, and they're looking at a 4th and 4 across the way, and the Bulldogs going to be punting the football.
Yeah, the floodgates opened up that time. Louisa's defense just stormed up the middle. They throw them for a loss and bring up 4th down and about 4 or 5 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
Punter for Goochland, Tommy, is Tyler Black.
Back deep is Wilson for Louisa.
Yep.
He's way back.
This guy can punt it. Goochland's had some excellent punters and extra point field goal people over the years.
Used to have a line to Virginia Tech. Line drive when going down. Going to bounce around, picking it up. Still on his feet, going to pick up about 4 yards on the returns, going to mark it at the 27. So Louisa will take over to own 27.
And their first offensive player tonight. Tommy, one of the years that Goochland won the state championship, they had a punter. One of them went to Vanderbilt, and they had a PAT field goal kicker. The other one went to Purdue, and they played a huge part in Goochland winning the state championship that year.
Yep.
When you got a guy that can punt the ball like he could, he kept the other team pinned deep all the time.
Absolutely. That's a real weapon, because you got a good punter, Dickie, as you know. You can flip that field position a lot of times, and that can change a game.
Sideline warning issued.
All right, here's the Lions' first offensive player tonight.
Wilson gives it to Hyder. Hyder at the 35, at the 40, 30, 45, 50, 40, 30, 25, still on his feet and finally knocked out of bounds and still not put down, but knocked out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Yep.
So that's
23
plus
Tommy.
33, yep,
55.
56.
56, right. You got it, 56.
First carry goes 56 yards. Tally, the blocking back, going to give it to Hyder again up the middle. He's going to try to go to the outside. He's only going to pick up about
5,
3, 4 that time, but it's a flag over there too on the sideline.
They haven't moved it. Let's see if we got a penalty against somebody. What is it?
I think we got some movement on Louisa.
All right, we're waiting. We got a hold on Louisa. Holding on Louisa.
All right. 10 yards on that. Bring up 1st and 20. Well, so it'll be 1st and 18.
All right, Louisa gets to play. Wilson gets to play from Coach Will Patrick. And the Lions up out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage on his 1st and 18.
Think we're going air, fellas.
Nope, we're going Haida. Haida is at the inside the 15, down close to the 10.
He's going to pick up what they lost on the penalty plus another 6, it looks like. So 14 yards.
Yep, the ball is
Well,
down.
13.
The ball is put down on about the 14.
Yeah.
And we're looking at 2nd and 7 for Louisa. Wilson and Hyder in the backfield. Man in motion.
Keeping his Wilson.
Wilson is down around the 5-yard line.
First and goal.
First and goal from the 5.
First and goal. Wilson with Hyder. Gives it to Hyder. Hyder up the middle.
Is he in?
Hyder's in for the touchdown.
5-yard run.
4 plays, 63 yards, and a 5-yard touchdown run by Hyder. 6:12 left to go, first quarter.
All right, extra point coming. 73-yard drive, Tommy.
Yep.
Lounge. Well, we got a penalty. Let's see what we got. Offside, I think, against Goochland. Yep, Goochland offside. Let's see.
Now do you go for 2?
Yeah, that's the question. Do you go for 2? Nope, going for just kick the PAT. All right.
Oh,
No, they did go for 2. They snapped the ball to the up man. He ran it in for 2 points.
is that tally? Whoever it is coming up the sideline here, I think it's tally. He's coming out here right now. Austin Tally,
Right.
number 15.
All right, Tally gets to 2 points. And the Lions go up 15-0.
And Tommy, it's interesting to me with that 2-point conversion because one school of thought would say, no, you don't want to do that because you don't want teams you're going to play in the next couple weeks to see what you might do on a 2-point conversion. But the other school of thought is, yeah, let's go ahead and do it so they know they got to prepare for anything, and we're just as likely to go for 2 as we are to kick it.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting thought process.
And that is exactly what I'm thinking about, Byron.
Spoken like a coach.
I said, I don't know that I'd have wanted to show that in this particular
Right,
situation.
you're right.
But then it also sets up the other scenario too, where they got to be thinking about that too.
Right, and hopefully slows down your rush a little bit.
Right.
On the kicker. So,
Right.
yep,
That's
very
right.
interesting.
Yep.
Fair catch by Goochland, and they'll take over at their own 30. Let's see where, 34? Let's see where they mark. 34 or 35, one of the two.
All right. When Ronnie Fisher puts it up there, he's
At
going to mark it on
33.
at 33.
Yep.
That's what we're going to call it. All right, same formation for the Bulldogs. They've been in all night. Flaherty back out all by himself. He's going to throw. He puts it up in the air, and he
Intercepted by Landon Wilson.
he threw that thing up for grabs. He just threw it up for grabs.
He did. He had pressure coming, and he's not a real tall kid, and I don't know that he had good vision down the field, and that's one he'd probably like to have back.
And he doesn't have the athletic ability that Parker had when he was back there for Albemarle either.
So Louisa will take over at the Bulldog, right at midfield.
All right, looks like the ball's going to be sitting right on the midfield stripe, very close to it.
Dinwiddie 21, Thomas Dale 7, first quarter.
Uh-oh, Dinwiddie's making a statement.
Green Run 20, Lansdowne, another big game down the beach area.
Wilson going to throw. He's got comfort down the field. I cannot believe
Somebody was holding somebody.
they didn't throw a flag on that. I thought
Yep,
sure
somebody
they
was
were gonna
holding
get a flag
somebody.
because the defensive back had his hands all over Comfort. But no flag.
Madison County needs a win. They're 21-7 behind to Luray in the second quarter. Woodbury Forest beat Fork Union today 35-7.
All right, 2nd and 10.
All right. Comfort goes left this time. The pitch goes back to Hyder in the left, and Hyder spins at 45 and down near about the 45 is where he did the spinning, and they caught him that time. Good tackle.
All right. He gained 4, Tommy. 2nd and 6.
All right. Coleman comes in for the Lions as a wideout. Comfort's over here also to the right. Dropping back Wilson. Got plenty of time now. Now he's going to run it himself. Runs it up the middle. He's going to be short of the first down by about 3 yards. They'll give him a yard or 2 on the play. Give him 2.
And we're looking at a, 4th and I call it 5. 4th and 5. I don't think it'll be any question. Louisa's going to go for it.
Tally comes
It
out.
looked like when he took off that he had a fair amount of room, but Goochland did a nice job of closing down on that and held them to a very, very short gain. So 4th and almost 5 here for the Lions. The ball sitting on about the 45-yard line of Goochland.
All right, Hawkins came in the ball game for Louisa.
Yep.
At the tight
Tally
end
came
position.
out. Dropping back Wilson, looking downfield. Got time now. He's going to run. He's got the first down at the 40.
Yep, you got the
He's
first
got it.
down.
Give him 6. He needed 5.
All right.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot to spare.
No, he didn't.
He had a yard to spare.
Yep.
So,
Last week, Orange defeated Goochland, I believe it was 33-15.
And Goochland was in that game early on.
Right, they were.
They
And
made some
Goochland-
mistakes late.
Goochland at times has played some pretty good defense this year.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, we got a timeout.
Your
Officials
Gooch-
timeout.
Yeah, I think some equipment problem, one of the Goochland Bulldogs, and they let him off the field and a replacement came
All right.
on. Man in motion, Hawkins. They're going to give it to Hyder, though. Hyder to 40, 35, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Going to be a 30-yard touchdown run.
39 yards, Tommy, wasn't it? 39 yards.
39, yeah.
It's up on the scoreboard now. 39-yard touchdown run. And the Lions go up 21-0 with 3:49 to go here in the first quarter.
PAT coming up.
All right.
And Tommy, I think we said maybe as early as the Massaponax game, one of the early games, that when Hyder gets out there, it's like he glides. I think that was kind of the way we described his running style. He doesn't look like he's putting that much effort into it, but he just runs. In that case, he runs through people. I mean, there are people all around him that look like they're going to tackle him, and the next thing you know, he's 5 yards past him.
He looks like one of these Olympic speed skaters, the way he does, just gliding through there.
He has great vision. He just does a lot of natural ability.
5 carries, 117 yards, and 2 touchdowns already in this game.
All right, the Bulldogs are receiving kickoff again.
Virginia's new head coach made a statement to Hyder when he went up and they offered him over the weekend. He said, son, take your time, though. You got plenty of time. You're just a freshman. Take your time and think it all out.
Yeah, well, he can't sign until he's a junior. I mean, they sometimes can verbally commit, but he can't sign if anybody until he's a junior.
Unless you're a Ball family member.
He's got
LaMelo and
got plenty of time, and he's going to get a lot of offers, too. A lot of offers.
Wilkerson kicks it long. Albertson kicks it long this time down to the 6, 15, 20, and then gets knocked backwards.
Wash was in on that play. Christian Johnson also in on his stop for Louisa, and Haywood also in on his stop for Louisa. And that's what you like, isn't it, Byron? Kick it deep and pin them deep.
Kick it deep, and the speed of your coverage team gets down there. Great job. So, they're gonna set taking over just over their probably 24 yard line.
All right, got a man in the backfield with him, Dickie, this time.
And not lonesome back there this time, Tommy.
Going to hand off to him,
too. And
he kept it.
No, he handed the ball off.
Gave it to Pryor.
And he was brought down, and it was Pryor.
Number 2.
Yep. He gained a yard. He was fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage because he got hit in the backfield.
Yeah, I think Spellman put the first hit on him, and then they finished him up close to the line of scrimmage.
A big crowd down in the student section tonight, Tommy.
It's senior night.
Yep.
Camo night, I think, too.
Pryor with the football again, and Brooks is the first one to hit him, and then Clay Pack is right there, too.
2 of those seniors.
He gained another, we give him 2 yards. So 3rd and 7 across the way for the Goochland Bulldogs. And we still got 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
All right. Thought he was going to have a full house backfield for a moment there. They were all meeting. Pryor moves from the right to the left of Flaherty.
Play clock's going to get him.
And pressure by the Lions. Pass underway, incomplete. That was Hawkins that was doing the linebacker blitz, right?
And guys, I don't think Goochland really wants to be passing the football if they can help it, but because this young man, I don't think he just has the arm strength that is necessary when he's running for his life to put much on it to get it down the field. So
That's the first one he didn't complete, though, but he completed
that's
the other two
exactly
to
right.
Louisa.
That's exactly right.
This guy's a sophomore. He's 5'7", 170 pounds. Sophomore.
Yeah. All right, Wilson's back at his own 35. They don't have enough people out on the field. They're going to get 5 yards for that.
Yep, that's going to set him back another 5 yards.
All right. Fourth and 12. Here we go. Louisa,
Louisa
got
offside.
movement.
Louisa's offside.
I don't know. Johnson saying the man came up quick.
All right, let's see what we get.
I think we got movement on Goochland. Yep, defense.
Yep.
Got Louisa. So they got the 5 back.
All right, so we'll try for the third time, see if we can get this play off.
The Tyler Black kicking.
Wilson deep for Louisa.
Pretty good high, long kick. Hit at the 40. Inside the 40 down to the Louisa 35-yard line.
That's
So
where the
Louisa will
Lions
take over with their own 35. 1:58 to go, first quarter. 22-0, Louisa on top.
All right. So far, it's been pretty much what we have expected in this one. The Lions are rolling. And the Bulldogs are just overmatched.
All right.
All right, here we go. Wilson's got plenty of company back there this time, Tommy. Back on each side of him. They're going to give the ball off to
Hyder's up there, going to pick up 6. Oh, Tally. Okay.
That was Tally, Tommy.
Yep, Tally
Austin
in the
Tally,
backfield.
the ball carrier. He gained 6, 2nd and 4 coming up for the Lions.
He's really been doing a great job opening up holes when he's that blocking back in
Yes. And he can also carry that
He's got-
pigskin, too.
yeah.
He rushed for over 100 yards last week.
And what'd you say, Tommy? He was averaging at about 14 yards
14
a carry.
yards a carry. That's right.
That's not too bad.
All right, Wilson in the backfield. He's going to throw. He's looking. He ironed it out down the field, and it is intercepted. And it is intercepted by the Goochland Bulldog. Darius Rivers intercepted it, Tommy. And I believe the intended receiver was Hyder. But Rivers intercepts it. So we still got we got a minute and 8 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs get the ball back. This is the 5th time Goochland's had the ball in the first quarter. He's going to get it on the 17-yard line.
Got a running back in the backfield with him this time. He's going to keep it himself and go up the middle. He got room, got away from 2 guys, and a good ankle tackle that time.
Yep.
That
Wilson made the tackle, Tommy.
Yep, Wilson came up.
He got a first down. First down for the Bulldogs.
All right, this time to the outside. Got room down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds after another 9 or 10 yard gain. Yep, going to give him 8 yards.
That's prior, Tommy. Huh?
Yep.
All right, so the Bulldogs finding a little success running the football here on this
Yep.
series. After
Second
the,
and about 2 across the way. This will be should be the last play of the first quarter.
They were going to blitz again. That went movement, the wide out. EC Glass 14, Liberty Christian nothing at the half.
Ooh, that would be an upset.
Jefferson Forest 21, Liberty Bedford 6 in the second quarter.
That would be an upset.
Heritage Lynchburg 28, Amherst 14, first quarter. Christiansburg 14, Pulaski County 13, second quarter. Up, another big run.
Yeah.
8 and 3, 11-yard gain.
Moving the ball offensively. Let's see if they get off another play. They might get off another play. Well, they don't have to run another play. They may choose to do so. We still got 10 seconds to go.
King George 13, Cortland nothing, first quarter.
Let's see if they elect to. Yeah, they're going to let the clock run out. That's going to be the end of the first quarter with the score Louisa 22 and Goochland nothing.
Patrick Henry Roanoke 17, Salem 7 at the half.
That is something.
Yep.
All right, we got Glass 14 to nothing at the half, Tommy.
Yep.
And we got PH Roanoke
17, Salem 7 at the half.
Okay.
Albemarle 14, Fluvanna 7 in the second quarter. All right. Getting ready for second quarter to get underway. 22-0 Lions on top of the Bulldogs of Goochland. Neighboring county rival. Massaponax 7, Colonial Forge 7, second quarter.
That would help us Massaponax could win.
Yeah.
That would help too. Nobody expected that, but you never know.
That's why you play the game.
That's right.
All right. First and 10. Going to give it to Pryor? Nope, he's going to keep it.
Flaherty kept it.
Yep.
He got nailed.
Good job by the line defense that time. Great
Chris
penetration.
Johnson.
Throw him for a loss.
Bellman.
Dinwiddie 35, Thomas Dale 10, second quarter. All right. That's what we've got so far. I run there to fingers. All right. Got man in the slot and 2 on the outside. Going to give it to Pryor. Pryor to the outside trying to cut up, and he's not going to be able to make the cut. Good pursuit by the Lions.
Yeah, a little too much lateral that time, Tommy. Gave the line defense time to catch up and cut the angle off, and we'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Bulldogs.
Yep.
All right, here come the Bulldogs up to the line of scrimmage.
They got some beef on that line.
Yep. He's in a situation, though, Brian. I don't think he wants to throw it, but he's almost got to throw it on this down. Yep.
Drop straight
Gonna
back.
throw it.
Throws a little screen pass, almost intercepted.
Yep. All right, now the Bulldogs will be punting the football. Wilson's going to be back deep for Louisa.
He goes way back.
He's
deep.
way back, too.
A little pressure that time. He got it off. Good high one's going to take a bounce at about the 20-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Did. Yep. Going to be the 19. Let's see. Well, now they're marking it back. Yep. We'll call it the 15. 1st and 10 lines. 10-14 to go, first half. 22-0 Louisa. Coleman is in. Dickey on the left side here is one of the wideouts. So he's taking Carter's place.
All right.
Wilson keeps it going straight ahead. Wilson fights off a blocker at about the 20, still on his feet and going out to about the 25-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Maybe the 26 even.
All right. I'm waiting for him to move the chains across the way.
Well, that's a little short, I think, about 3 feet short, about a yard short,
Yep, second
not
and-
quite a yard.
Second and 1 across the way.
Yep. That's why we had it marked at the 15.
Wilson.
Full house backfield for him. This
Throw
time
it.
drops, going to throw, got a man down the sideline. And he makes the catch, but was he inbound? There goes a flag, too. Well, the ball dropped out, but we got a flag
Incomplete
about at the
pass.
47. I think we're going to have a hold on Goochland going downfield. Yep. Well, Louisa may, let's see what we got.
Well, let's see. So far, they have not stepped off anything.
Yeah, I think there may be 2 different flags down, guys. So wait for them to sort this out.
The one on the Louisa side of the field, that flag's been picked up now. I don't see where the official. He's walking back where he threw it now. Yep,
Right.
there he is. He picked it up at the 46 of Louisa.
Holding Louisa.
Also, we have
All right.
dead ball, personal foul,
And a personal foul goes offset.
10 yards marked off from Louisa for the holding, and then 15 yards forward for addition.
Well, that's a newbie. I thought that's usually offsetting unless it's a dead ball foul. I guess the personal foul is a dead ball foul.
Well, he still only took 5 yards for the personal foul.
Well, they went 10 back on Louisa, and then they did
Netted foul.
15.
They did the 15.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Right. Which equaled Louisa gained 5 yards.
Yep.
Right. That's what we got.
And Coach Pat called them over, I think.
And we still got 9:20 to go here in the first half. 22-0. Louisa. And some upsets in the making that could really affect what happens to Louisa in the playoff.
But as you said, they are early in those games.
Well, it's halftime. You done played half of the ball game. I'm shocked that Glass is beating Liberty 14-0 at the half.
That one is the surprise to me as well.
Yeah.
But it is at Glass, right? The game tonight
I'm
was
not
at
sure where
Glass,
it
I
was,
thought.
but
Yeah. Let's see while we got a moment here.
Yeah, let's see if we got any updates.
We'll see if my fingers can do a little walking.
Now, I thought Patrick Henry Roanoke had a shot against, and someone told me Patrick Henry Roanoke was getting a couple of ball players back tonight that had been injured as well. And Patrick Henry Roanoke beat Albemarle.
Yep, absolutely, back earlier in the year.
Yep.
So they're a very, very capable football team.
Right.
Charlottesville 14-0 over Monticello second quarter now.
All right, here we go, Tommy.
Pitch back goes to Hyder.
Hyder.
Hyder at the 30, 35, 40, 45, and pulled down by the jersey.
Why is that not a horse collar?
He had the jersey. Yeah. Yep. Well, they called
Horse
it.
collar, that's
Yeah.
what they called it. They called
Yeah.
it a horse collar.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
I saw the jersey, yep.
Yep, he got him up there in that area, I think, that he might have had the jersey, but he had it up here around the shoulder pad area, too.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to move the ball down to the 38-yard line of Goochland, where Louisa will have a 1st and 10.
And that is a nice run, Tommy, by Austin Talley.
Tally. Gonna pick up 13.
Brian, I have to believe Louisa has found something in Austin Talley, the way he's running the football.
And it's nice to see him get these opportunities and make the most of them.
Yep.
Yep.
He's a 5'9", 188-pound senior.
Orange 14, Western nothing at the half.
That game has playoff implications, too.
Yep.
Talley again with the football. He got
Couple yards maybe.
We got a Louisa man down, a Goochland player helping him up.
All right, good job that time by Goochland.
Shane Bibb.
Defense on the front line. Couple
King
yard
George
gain.
13, Cortland nothing still.
It's going to bring up a second down.
Massaponic
and 8.
Clifton Forge is worth watching, too. That would be a huge if they upset Clifton Forge.
It's at the half now.
Colonial
Patrick
Forge.
Henry Roanoke 17, Salem 7. So both of them are losing that. Glass is
half.
winning at the
There
half.
goes Wilson, and he's in.
Yep, touchdown. But we got a flag.
Yep, coming back, coming back.
Albemarle 28, Fluvanna 14, second quarter.
I'm surprised Fluvanna scored 14 points.
Mountain View 6, Riverbend nothing at the half. That's a good one.
Yep.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards from the spot of
All right.
Replay it down.
All right, guys, that's the third holding penalty
Yeah.
of the first half.
Yeah.
So, and that's something that is probably not going to sit well with the coaching staff. They got to clean that up going forward.
The exact words, cleaned it up.
That's right.
Massaponic 7, Colonial Forge 7, second quarter.
That's the score we got to watch. That could have some implications if they upset them.
Wilson drops back, looking downfield, got a man, Hyder out there.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Good coverage
That's
that
the
time
second
by
time- that's the second
Jaquil
time
Young.
tonight they've thrown a pass to Hyder coming out the
Yep.
backfield. Now we're looking at third and about 15 across the way for the Lions. Wilson gets to play from the sideline.
Hyder up the middle, or they're going to put it in the air.
I think they're going to put it in the air.
Screen pass. Profit goes from left to right.
Yep.
Dropping straight
Wilson
back,
looking.
Wilson.
Wilson throwing.
Throwing over the
And
middle,
Baylor
got a man there.
open.
Touchdown. Is that Comfort or Hyder? Steve, Comfort or Hyder?
Coleman, Tommy. It's
Coleman,
Coleman.
number 6.
It's 6. Coleman.
Yep.
Coleman. How many yards you got that time, Tommy?
I didn't see. How much did they say?
Nope. It was about 25 yards, I would say.
I actually had him at the 30.
30?
Yep.
30 yards.
Yeah, wasn't paying attention that time. Hit him right in stride.
He did. Coleman could become a weapon now.
Yeah, beautiful.
Almost blocked that extra point, but they didn't.
Pattern. He hit him right on the numbers, and he waltzed into the end zone with it. For Louisa's 4th score.
That's good to see Coleman get in the act too. Yeah, because that could make a big difference. He could definitely contribute down the stretch. He is a 6 foot, 219-pound junior. All right, 29-0 with Lundy's PAT.
And you got
so-
you got 7:42 to go.
Louisa has
Is that what
had
it
the
is?
ball 4 times.
7:48.
7:48.
They have scored 3 times offensively, and then their first touchdown tonight was a interception return, a pick 6
Right.
by Hawkins, their linebacker, right out of the gate tonight. So Louisa went for 2 after one of the scores, so that's what's making the current score 29-0.
And that was an 86-yard drive, Tommy.
I remember Coach Pat saying last year, he said, Coleman doesn't know how good he can be.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Coleman could come on here down the stretch and really help this Louisa football team.
Yeah, he got hurt late last year.
And a play like that will give him a lot of confidence down the stretch.
Yeah, he and Huntington both got hurt late in the season last year, and that hurt them. There goes Atkinson. Good long back at the 6-yard line to the 10, 15, 20, inside to about the 24.
All right, nice coverage by Louisa, and that was a good deep kickoff down to about the 6-yard line. Covered well by the Lions. So Goochland's going to start
23.
1st and 10 here.
Sixth offensive possession of the Bulldogs here in the first half.
Yep. All right. Defense is ready.
Pryor back down the backfield with Flaherty. Pryor's got the football. Pryor around the right end. And Pryor gains some yards before he's brought down by Landon Wilson.
Yep.
Landon coming up from his safety position to make the stop after a 7-yard gain by Pryor.
It's all the little things Landon Wilson does too, Dickie.
Yes.
Playing defense, returning punts, even punting sometime himself. Good handoffs,
Yes.
little things that a coach loves
And
seeing.
he's a leader on that team.
Yeah.
That's big.
Tried to give it up the middle and going nowhere
He's
that
going
time.
backwards.
Yeah.
He went-
Spellman, one of the men there,
And getting up off the bottom of the pile is Austin Talley.
and Christian Johnson too.
He lost yardage. Now we're looking at 3rd and 5 across the way for the Goochland Bulldogs. Goochland brought a good crowd with them
Yeah.
tonight. A good crowd.
All right, here's the big 3rd down play for them here in the second quarter. Flaherty.
And he's going to have to call a timeout. And he takes a timeout.
Delay a game.
No, he took a timeout.
Yep. 2 timeouts. I think they got 1 left, right?
Yeah, and we still got 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the first half. Tommy, looking at them scores again because they are very important tonight for the seedings for the playoffs.
Family owned and operated, support of Mexico is your local connection
Strasburg and Woodstock Central, big game in their district, 16-14 at the half. Strasburg up.
Some big games tonight.
I'll always remember our trip to Lunenburg. To Strasburg.
I won't forget that one, Tommy.
Dickie couldn't speak. Can you believe that?
I lost my voice. You have to do the whole thing.
Yeah. All right. Brookville 14, Rustburg 7 at the half. Charlottesville 14, Monticello nothing. Second quarter.
Charlottesville looks like they might end up with 3 wins.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Flaherty back to pass. Looking downfield, throwing downfield, and it is incomplete.
Good hand up there at the end.
Nice coverage.
Is that Coleman?
That is. I'm trying to see, Tommy. Nope, 17 is the guy that did that. Prophet, Andy Prophet.
All right, Jefferson Forest 28, Liberty Bedford 6 in the second quarter. Still at the half showing EC Glass and Liberty Christian 14-0 Glass.
Biggie.
Orange 14, Western nothing still at the half.
Wilson, fair catch. Good job by Landon Wilson. Long punt, too. That was a nice punt. Goochland got off, and Wilson did a nice job to back up and fair catch it.
All right.
All right, we still. Louisa
Patrick Henry Roanoke 17, Salem 7 still at the half. They haven't taken the field yet, or nobody has updated them.
Got the ball on the 29-yard line, Tommy. Lions. First and 10, Louisa on 29.
All right, here come the lines out. Takai Comfort's going to go to the right side. Profits over here to the left. Got trips to the left, actually. Dropping back, throwing out there, throwing. Ooh. That was set up for Tally and Profit there. One was screening the other out.
Yeah.
That was like a pick in basketball.
Yeah, that was a nice job by the Goochland defender on that, because he just stuck his nose right in between them, and
he made a nice play.
he just messed it up is what he did,
Yeah.
which he did exactly what he should have done.
Yep. And if they had been moving, they could have got a penalty probably, Louisa, but they were standing still. That was a good thing.
Wilson.
Up the middle.
Ball off the height on. He's brought down on a nice tackle.
Yep.
Making that tackle for the Bulldogs is Ranye Poole, 6'1", 212-pound junior. Looking at this roster, Byron, Goochland has a lot. Let's see. Let me get this right. I get the wrong. It's Scruggs made the tackle. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Louisa side.
It's the same setup they had on that screen a while ago that they broke up. But now they're going to send Coleman in motion, setting up a screen, a delayed screen over the middle, up to the 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Hyder all the way.
From a 31, Tommy.
Well, from the
31.
29, wasn't it?
31's what was up on the scoreboard as the yard marker.
Yeah.
He went 69 yards. Yard pass play. Wilson to Hyder. And we got 4:59 to go in the first half. And the Lions have reached the magic 35.
And Tommy, the same thing there. Goochland seemingly had 2 guys in position to tackle him, and he just runs right by him.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's amazing.
All right. Delay of game against Louisa. So he's going to have to kick it from 5 yards further back. Lundy's kicking the PAT again.
All right, Lundy for the try.
It's good.
It's good. They had good pressure on him that time. He waited till the guy went by him before he kicked it.
That's the second time they've had pressure on him.
Yep.
That's the second time Goochland put good pressure on the point after. It's all for naught, though, as it's 36-0 now, Louisa.
$4:59 to go, first half.
And Haida has had quite a first half, hasn't he, Tom?
Oh, yes.
Quite a first half for Zavon Haida. 69-yard pass play for a touchdown.
He's got 137 on the ground and 69 in the air.
Yep. And scored 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
And I would not anticipate, unless something drastically changes, that we'll see a lot of Hyder in the second half.
I don't think so either, Byron. Nope, I don't think we'll see much of him at all. Matter of fact, we might not see him at all. All right, Albertson will kick off again. The last time he kicked it down to the 6-yard line. I'm still waiting for him to put that one in the end zone.
Got that in the high and short, fair catch call for.
He didn't fair catch it.
Fair catch, and he sat there and tried to run.
That's what Will Patrick's saying.
Yep.
He's saying he fair catch.
Yep.
And then he ran it.
Yep.
Yeah. Signaled fair catch, then he ran it.
They're going to bring it back.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
That's what I say. Should have replay. He can't advance it.
He took off with the ball. He never hesitated.
Guess he wondered why it was so clear. He could run, you know. Everybody else stopped.
That's a good deal if you can get away
That's
with
right,
it.
yeah.
All right, the Bulldogs take over on a 30, 1st and 10. And we got another penalty. Movement, I think was what they said it was on Goochland.
Lord Botetotters had a good year, 21-14 over Stanton River at the half.
Botetott's got a good football program. They're the ones that beat
Rustburg and Brookville. Rustburg needs it, 14-14, third quarter. Charlottesville scored again on Monticello, 21-0 at the half. Colonial Heights, Petersburg, 12-12 at the half.
Colonial Heights got a good football team this year.
Jefferson Forest 28, Liberty Bedford 6. EC Glass third quarter now, 14-6 over Liberty Christian. And in the first quarter, Heritage Lynchburg 28, Amherst 14.
All right.
Orange 21, Western nothing third quarter.
A gain of no gain, Tommy, on that play.
And who carried?
Pryor, I believe, was a ball carry. So it's 14-6. I still wouldn't be surprised if Liberty don't come back and win that thing.
Chancellor has scored. They're down 8-6 in the second quarter to James Monroe.
How about that? They haven't scored many touchdowns this
King
year.
George still 13-0 over Cortland.
All right. This time Flaherty keeps the ball and he goes absolutely nowhere. He's hit in the backfield by Chris Johnson.
Yeah, Christian Johnson's having a heck of a game.
And Spellman's also back up for Louisa.
That's a loss of 5.
Yep, lost 5.
Still 17-7, Patrick Henry, Roanoke, and Salem. All right. Dropping straight back. Threw over the middle. Almost picked off by Hawkins again.
Yep. 4th down. The Bulldogs going to be forced to punt the football with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half. 36-0 Louisa.
Is that someone other than Wilson back there this time, isn't it?
Yes. It is.
Comfort. Can't tell. He's not turned sideways. See the number.
Back Goochland
It's
up
two
5
numbers.
yards, I think.
23.
Haywood.
Yep.
Haywood.
The cross-country man.
Yep. Track man, Tommy.
Track man.
Yep.
All right. The official's talking about something.
Yeah, the side judge on this side clearly whistled false start.
All right.
Coach Patrick walking up the sideline saying it was holding.
Well, they penalized Louisa. 5 yards. Offside.
All right. High snap. He gets it, though.
Oh,
Pressure again. That's going to hit and bounce.
Get away.
Down to about the 22, 23. Let's see where Mr. Fisher marks.
Yeah, well, he marks it. 27. 27. Well, let's see. All right. 23, Tommy. That's where he marks it.
TD man Coleman is in the slot to the left. Got trips over here on the left. Got a man wide open down the sideline. That's Coleman. Coleman at midfield, and then switch went out of bounds.
He was
Oh, that's
wide
Talley.
open.
That was Talley.
Yeah,
Austin Talley.
Came out the backfield, and he was wide open. Went from a 23, Tommy, to the, that's 27, 28 yards.
28 yards, yeah. Man in motion's going to get it, and that is Hyder.
Nope.
Comfort, excuse me, Comfort.
That's Comfort.
Yep. He's going to have 10, 14 yards.
Yep. Ball resting on the 36-yard line. The Goochland 36. 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the first half. 36-0 Lions.
Let's see if we get a dose of Hyder. Setting up a screen to him. He's down the sideline, wide open. Touchdown, Louisa. Wilson to Hyder. Set it up as a screen, and then he took out downfield.
Yep, Wilson to Hyder.
Yeah, very, very nice recognition that time, Tommy, by Louisa's offense. It looked like it was set up to be a just quick swing pass out to the right, but he broke upfield, and Wilson waited for him to clear the initial defender, dropped it right in the in between, and into the end zone he went.
All right.
Try to dig down in that night, Coach. Get one way out the bottom tonight.
And let's see.
There we go.
Kick up. It's just barely no good. No good.
All right. What do you have, a 36-yard score, Tommy?
Somewhere right along in there.
That's what I got. Yep. Wilson to Hyder.
And the PAT no good.
And we still got 2:42 to go in the first half. And the Lions lead 42-0.
And Dickie, you look at the 42 points in the first half and you say, my goodness, that's a whole bunch of points. But if you look at what Louisa has scored on average all season in the first and second quarter, they've been scoring probably 35-plus points in the first half as an average this season. So they're pretty much on average with what their offensive output has been in the first half of ball games this year.
Yeah, they are.
Got 153 yards in the air for Wilson, and we got 4 touchdowns for Hyder, and he's got 105 in the air, and he's got 137 on the ground.
Hyder's having quite a night. Quite a night.
That's more steps than I take in a day. Let's see who's going to be kicking off this time. Atkinson again.
Now he's a weapon that teams have got to watch coming out to backfield, going downfield, catching the ball.
Absolutely.
Perfect little delay that he did right there, and then he just put on the afterburners. That's a long one down there.
Hit it in the end zone?
Nope, got it back to about the 5.
Inside the 5. The guy that on the ground missed him.
Yep, that's Huntington.
Yeah, he missed him.
Huntington, he tried.
Right, he didn't. All right, that's why the Bulldogs going to take over this time.
The 20.
23?
3?
Yep, that's where we got it. He got that on the 4-yard line.
Yep.
He's getting close to getting it in the end zone.
Hand off to Pryor. Pryor to the outside. Pryor still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds finally.
Yeah, he got a first down. Pryor got a first down.
Let's see where they mark him going out.
Well, no, they say, let's see. No, I think he got a first down. He got a first down.
Yep.
Picked up 10 yards.
10, 11 yards.
Yep.
So,
We was trying to find you. That's why I couldn't see you. So I went to the AZ.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I've already got it all collected, counted, everything else.
That's fine.
All right, 2:25 to go here in the first half. 42-0, Louisa on top. Going to give it to Pryor again. This time, no hole for him.
Nowhere.
Going to lose maybe a yard.
not a lot of success tonight by Goochland trying to run the ball straight up the middle. They've had a little bit of success off the edges, but Louisa's been pretty stout up the middle.
Spellman in on that stop for Louisa. He's having a good first half.
They've had 4 carries of over 10 yards. So they have moved it a couple times. This time they got a blocking back as well as Pryor in the backfield with Flaherty. Going to give it to
do. And he gets nowhere.
Yep.
Blocking back didn't do him any good.
Yep.
And at bottom of the pile is the man again. Spellman. Spellman is just having a really good ball game for Louisa. A minute and 37 seconds to go in the first half, and the Lions lead 42-0.
I said they've had 4 runs of 10 yards or more. They've had 4 minus yardage in carries also.
Yes, sir. Because I'm burning up in this joint. He's the only one. Exactly.
Coach Cutright's got that 50-50 raffle shirt on. Does that mean he's the prize somebody wins? Just half of him, though, right?
All right.
I believe I heard him say that the winner is going to take home $493.
The winner?
Yes.
Wow.
That's not a bad haul.
That's quite a pot, Byron.
Yep.
That is quite a pot. I just go show you how many people is here.
Absolutely it does.
Not quite as big as that pot's going to be tomorrow night on the Lotto. Powerball, right? 1.56 billion. A million? Is it million or billion?
Million. Got to be million.
Million,
Can't be
million.
billion.
Yeah. Yep. Over the middle.
Incomplete. 4th down. The Bulldogs going to be punting the football again. And we got a minute and a half to go in the first half.
He had the man open that time.
Yeah,
he
he
just
did.
went up with one arm instead of both arms trying to catch the ball.
How many times have we seen that over the years, Tommy,
Yeah.
from Louisa receivers? It's quite a difference.
Dazier Carter has put a new dimension
Yeah,
on receiving
it's
at Louisa.
Difference with Louisa receivers this year. How about that catch he just made on that
Yeah.
punt? He got tackled, but he went up and caught it. I think that's Haywood. Isaiah Haywood.
Yep.
Made a nice
No,
catch.
oh, that's Profit. 17, isn't it?
No, it was Haywood that made the catch on the punt. All right, the Lions are going to take over on the 27-yard line. And this should all be the final possession of the first half. We got a minute and 20 seconds to go.
I'm very glad, Tommy, that this is not a college game, because had it been after every touchdown and after every punt, it would have been a 2.5-minute TV timeout. We might still be in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Wilson. He wants to air it out.
And
He's
he-
airing it out way down the field,
Oh.
incomplete.
Yep.
And that was Comfort, Tommy.
Yeah, Takai Comfort, one of the seniors.
2nd down. Band getting ready to come on across the way for their halftime performance here on senior night.
Inside of 10 seconds when the Lions get up to the line.
And they still got a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, Hyder's in the slot, I believe, this time.
Wilson looking.
He's looking for Hyder down the middle. Hyder's there, and he makes a catch on the bounce off of the defensive player, and he's going to carry it all the way for the touchdown.
Oh, wait a minute. Did he get in? He got tackled. He might have got tackled short of the goal line. I think he got tackled on the 1-yard line. Down at the 1. He's down at the 1. That ball was deflected, and then Hyder caught it off for the defensive man's deflection and got tackled on the 1-yard line.
76-yard pass play.
His knee was down. I don't think I'm worried about 6 points.
I got 72 yards, Tommy.
He's going to get it.
Ball was only 27.
Yep.
That's 23 and 50, 73 less 1 is 72. Right?
All right.
Who got the touchdown? Who got the touchdown?
Spellman. That's it.
Bellman got the touchdown.
So he said 72
72 yards.
yards.
Yep, that's what it was, 72 yards. Spellman got the touchdown.
A 1-yard run.
Yep. "27 seconds to go. Extra point, good. 49 to nothing.
You know, looking at some stats and all, as many extra points as Lundy has tried this year, that one he missed a while ago was just his 3rd miss the whole season.
And he's kicked a lot of them.
Yeah.
A
When
lot
you
of
score the points Louisa's been scoring, you kick a lot.
He's gotten some work. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
question about that.
I mean, it's nobody even close to him on as many points for kicking the football. Not even close as he's got.
Yeah, you would think that he would be the kicker
And
in the district.
the deeper they go into the playoffs, little things like extra points and potentially field goals can be the difference in winning and losing a game.
That's right.
Yeah, and one of these, he waited till the guy jumped over where he was before he kicked the extra point. That's smarts.
And right now, Byron, I wonder if we're going to see any of these starters in the second half.
My gut feeling says no.
Right.
Brookville's taking the lead from Rutsburg, 20-14. And Colonial Heights taking the lead over Petersburg, 18-12. Jefferson Forest opened it up, 35-6.
Oh, they're playing Liberty of Bedford.
Yep.
So they're not very good. They haven't won a game.
Third quarter, Liberty Christian 14, EC Glass 14.
Right. Yep. That's not a surprise.
At the half, Heritage Lynchburg 28, Amherst 14. Third quarter, Orange 21, Weston 7.
Nothing on Salem.
Not yet.
Do we have anything on the Salem game?
Where do they take up? Goochland takes over at their 35. What's going on the field, Mr. Dickey?
All right. Goochland, we got, well, they're going to let the clock run out, Tommy. That's going to be the end of the first half.
That's going to be halftime.
Yep. And the score
They
at
have-
halftime is 49-0.
Yeah, they have not updated Patrick Henry, Roanoke, and Salem is still showing 17-7 at the half. Albemarle 28, Fluvanna 14, second quarter.
They haven't updated that for a while either.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Kind of size it up, and I'll do a quick.
All right. I can give you the rundown on the scoring, how Louisa got 49 points. A 47-yard interception return by Hawkins with 10:29 to go in the first quarter. Lundy PAT. A 5-yard run by Hyder with 6:12 to go in the first quarter. Tally went in with a 2-point conversion after Goochland got penalized for offside. With 3:49 to go in the first quarter, a 39-yard run by Hyder. Lundy PAT, 29-0 Louisa at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, the Lions scored with 7:48 to go on a 30-yard pass, Wilson to Coleman. Lundy PAT. With 4:59 to go before the half, 69-yard pass play, Wilson to Hyder. Lundy PAT, 36-0. 2:42 to go in the first half, 36-yard pass, Wilson to Hyder. PAT no good, 42-0, and 27 seconds to go before the half. A 1-yard Spellman run set up by a 72-yard run pass from Wilson to Hyder. 49-0 with Lundy's PAT.
So in the first half, Louisa had the ball offensively 7 times. They scored 6 offensive touchdowns. The only time they didn't score, they turned it over. They had an interception. But 6 out of 7 offensive possessions ended up in touchdowns. They also scored a defensive touchdown on an interception return, a pick 6. That's what started their scoring. So kind of the same old, Dickey. Efficiency on offense. They're just a machine.
Yeah, they are that, Byron. And what we talked about before the ball game, and you know, I said they can't be as fired up, and they couldn't, and they're not as fired up as they were last week, I'm sure. But they're just executing so well and doing exactly what they need to do.
Right. Yeah, and just physically, they're just dominating the football game.
Right.
There's no question about it.
Right.
So.
Yes, they are. Yep. They are just a.
All right, he's going to show you the matching number here, right behind you.
All right.
Do we have a match?
Tommy's adding them up over here.
Yes. Let me have that.
And
Get him bars under him right here. Write your name and
get ready for the band to come out for the halftime performance here tonight. And it's been a long first half, too. But almost an hour and a half to play the first half of Louisa putting up 49 points.
All right, unofficially, Goochland, Flaherty, 8 carries, 25 yards. Pryor, 11 carries, 36 yards, 19 carries for 61 yards. Flaherty also throwing the ball, has thrown 6 times. He's 0 for 6 with 2 interceptions. So 91 total, 61 total yards
for
in the first half. For Louisa, on the ground, Wilson 4 for 26, Hyder 7 for 137, Tally 2 for 20, and Comfort 1 for 14. For Louisa, 14 carries, 197 yards. Well, then this is where it gets
this is
good.
Where it's going to be interesting. How many yards he got passed?
Wilson, 10 passes, 235 yards, and 4 touchdowns and an interception. Of that, Coleman had 1 catch for a touchdown, 30 yards. Hyder had 2 catches for touchdowns and another 72-yard catch. And tallied 1 catch for 28 yards. I say these guys that's unreal.
Yeah, it is.
You think about it, that's averaging 23 and a half yards a throw.
And I mean, he got 235 yards passing in the first half.
I would like to go through film and look and see on the Hyder touchdowns and then the 72-yard pass to him, how many of those yards were after catch.
Oh, a lot of them. He caught the ball up here around the 40-yard line. He ran at least 40, 45 yards after the catch.
And he had to slow down because he knocked in the air, and the defender knocked in the air, and he get back and caught it.
Right.
And then just turned on that afterburner and glided downfield.
And that, to me, is the beauty of their offense and the weapons they have, Tommy, because as a quarterback, you can tell yourself, I don't have to throw the ball 50 yards down the field to score.
Yeah.
I can throw the ball 10 yards out here to the side, and if I get it in the right guy's hand, he's going to make a miss, and he can take it to the house.
Yep.
And then because of the fact of all that, the one play that they did, he scored a touchdown. He went down 10, 12 yards, stopped, and then took back off right down the sidelines, and they hit him in stride.
Yep.
I tell you, if a coach comes to you and says, could you send me some highlight film on Savion Hyder, I'd say, which game you want?
He can send a whole lot of highlight film.
What half of what game do you want? That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
And you think another Louisa weapon, the youngster, another 14-year-old, and Carter not even playing
Not
tonight.
even playing. Right. And Coleman stepped up, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I say Hyder has got 4 touchdowns on the night to go with what he already had. I mean, he's a TD machine.
Yep.
I see Coach Cutright up here the whole time looking, saying, I got to get that boy on my track team.
Well, he got him on the track team.
He's got him running. That's why he learned that speed.
I saw him running last year. Nobody came close to beating him either in the middle school.
And we want to give props to the JV football team, too. Tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock here in the jungle, they're playing for the district championship.
Play Albemarle.
Yep. They beat them once already this year. So
14-0 was the game before. And the middle school team, Tommy, also finished the season unbeaten, and they were getting beat 28-6 at halftime this week. Came back and won the game 36-28.
Wow.
Yep.
Outstanding. Oh.
That's
So right
some-
now, there's not a football team in Louisa, middle school, JV, or high school, that's lost a ball game this year. That is truly amazing.
That is amazing, and I bet you there haven't been too many years when you could say that.
Maybe never.
Never, probably,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I'm going to try to take some time this week to go and look at some of this stuff and see if I can find out how much yardage Hopkins had throwing the ball in high school, the different years, see
Right.
if I can find what that is. Talking to Tom DC over the weekend, and Tom sat there and he was saying we were wondering why James Sacre didn't play his
Right.
senior year. And they said he thinks it was because he had found the love of his life and he was working and making money to take care of it all the time. And that's what you used to do in Louisa when it came to football, right?
Well, they missed him, but what did he think about his junior year, Tommy? Did he think they got more yards his junior year than they did his senior year?
He just said Louisa's rolling, aren't they?
Yeah.
I said,
They're
yes, they
rolling.
are.
They're rolling.
And so he, of course, was on that team. Eddie Richardson was there, was
Right.
on the team. Buddy couldn't make it because he had some other thing, Buddy Jones. Most people don't know, and Buddy is probably going to get me for saying this, but everybody knows him as Buddy Jones. His real name is Herbert.
I never knew him as up this buddy.
So that's the way it goes. So I'm in trouble with him now. But that's what you do to classmates, right? Woodstock Central has come back and is leading Strasburg now 17-16 in the third quarter, and that's for grabs in that district.
I tell you one thing: if you can get us Salem beat and Glass beat tonight, look out, because I think we'd have them all here at home then.
All right.
What do we got? Glass was tied, 14-14.
Still tied, 14-14. Heritage Lynchburg, 28-14 over Amherst, still at the half, it says. Christiansburg is taking the lead against Pulaski, 21-16. Pulaski, to have any kind of chance, has got to win that game. Halifax County is up 28-6. They may be the number 8 seed.
I think they're going to be the number 8 seed.
Orange and Western still 21-7.
Orange is going to be the 4 seed. They have to win tonight to get the 4 seed.
Kettle Run, who's having a good year. And we know the year we went up to Kettle Run,
Yep.
they had a bad year that year. That was one of the few bad years they ever had. And 35-14, they over Sharando. Patrick Henry Ashland, 28. Mechanicsville, 14 in the half. Hanover and Atlee, 14-14 at the half.
That's a surprise.
JM and Chancellor, 8-6 JM at the end of the second quarter. Salem is still showing the halftime, 17-7. They haven't updated it. You need to get some of your score watchers to check and see if they can find it anywhere else.
If my daughter's listening.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mountain View has gone up 14-6 over Riverbend in the third quarter.
Tommy, I got to get my phone over here because
Yep.
if she texts me, I'll never know it.
That's right.
Let me get it over here. If my daughter's listening, if she can find out the score to Salem, Patrick Henry Roanoke game.
Hopewell 56, Prince George nothing now in the fourth quarter.
How about Dinwiddie? Are they still rolling?
That hasn't shown up this time. Massaponax, Colonial Forge, 7-7 at the half.
Come on. That could have a bearing on it, too.
Yeah. Indian River and Grassfield, that's two in the Chesapeake area that are up, 16-16 fourth quarter. Manchester Monacan, 28-28 at the half. Dinwiddie, 49. Thomas Dale, 16 in the third quarter.
Woo-wee!
And that was, Dinwiddie is number 4 in the state, according to Max Prep.
Dinwiddie 49, Thomas Dale 16 in the third quarter. Woo!
Madison losing to Luray 36-7 in the third quarter.
Oh, they do?
All right, that's
Glass and Liberty are tied 14-14.
all right. Let's see if we can find maybe another way of looking. And it's Salem
Wait,
versus.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
All right. Dickie says he's got it.
I think I got it. I got it. If I can find.
All this newfangled equipment.
The score I got is Patrick Henry Roanoke 17, Salem 7, with 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Let's hope that holds up. Patrick Henry Roanoke 17, Salem 7, 3:47 to go. And I hope I get the final as soon as my daughter can text it to me.
All right. Yep. And it said last year the reason Salem ended up the #1 seed last year was because of a muff kickoff late in the game.
Okay.
Made Salem beat Patrick Henry of Roanoke last year. All right.
All right.
I got the live stream is going under, but I don't think I'll be able to pick it up in here, but let's see.
This thing is courtesy of a state senator that texted her to score. State Senator David Schlutterline texted her to score.
Well, it's Election Day Tuesday. Everybody get out and vote. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to get the live feed here, and you know how mechanical I am.
Yeah,
Yep.
I might be able to get in FHS.
Yep.
I hadn't thought about that. This is a little bit different halftime we're having
Yep.
a few listeners tonight because we are trying to
Black
get
and
these-
white night at Louisa County High School. Coach Patrick. They're taking black and white pictures for the game tonight. All right. 1.6 billion Powerball, Dickie. So you get, I think it said you get 700 and some $1 million if you took a lump sum.
I got it on the thing, if I can get it. It's over. It's over. The game is over. Patrick Henry won, 17-7. Patrick Henry beat Salem, 17-7.
I tell you, if this happens, I think I might not have to watch sports anymore. Jeff Bezos and Jay-Z might buy.
Wait a minute.
Might
20
buy the
seconds to
Commanders.
go. 20 seconds to go.
What, Hart scored 10 points in 7 seconds? Right?
It's over. They're running it on down. 4.
All right.
2. It's over. It's over. Patrick Henry won, 17-7. It's over. It's over.
At least Dickie didn't get quite as excited as he did with Jerry Talley's field goal in Orange.
It's all over. Patrick Henry won, 17-7.
All right, and Byron, no disrespect to your alma mater, but come on, Liberty Christian.
Yep. Absolutely.
And that's some happy
I'm in
Patrick
total
Henry
agreement with you
Roanoke on
that.
that, too, isn't it? That's Patrick Henry Roanoke. They are a little bit thrilled about beating Salem. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
They lost it on a muff kickoff last year. Salem got the #1 seed because of it.
Well, Louisa got a chance to get the #1 seed this year.
Yeah.
Yep. We got a chance. And we needed that to happen, and it happened.
And then in the toilet bowl tomorrow, we got George Whiff and Huguenot, and we need Huguenot to have a
Well,
win
we won't
there.
need it. We won't need it if Glass loses.
Right.
Because we'd be the only one to win. Patrick Henry, Roanoke beats Salem.
Yeah.
If Liberty beats Glass, but if Glass wins, Glass is going to be #1. Now,
Right.
that is a huge game right now.
All right.
And I don't know whether I can get that one or not. Let's see. All right. We're getting ready for the second half here at Louisa. The biggest excitement at halftime was the score that Patrick Henry Roanoke Salem game.
Ruttsburg Red Devils look like they're going to fall to the Brookville Bees as it's 28-14 there in the fourth quarter. Petersburg is tied. Colonial Heights 18-18 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we'll give a shout out to John Meeks at Brookville.
EC Glass 20, Liberty Christian 14 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, we need Liberty Christian to win that ball game. 20-14 Glass in the fourth quarter.
Orange 28, Western 7, final.
So that means Orange is a 4 seed.
Yeah. Patrick Henry Ashland now pulling away from Mechanicsville 28-14. And King George has pulled it way ahead of Cortland 40-7 in the third quarter. That would have been a great upset there.
How about the other game, Colonial Forge and Massaponic?
Let's see what we got here. Salem, as I said, that they still haven't put it as a final. They got fourth quarter.
It's a final.
Yep. Albemarle now pulling away from Fluvanna 42-14 in the fourth quarter. All right, where you at, Massaponic? Yeah, Massaponic. Yeah. Is tomorrow first day of hunting season?
First day of black powder season.
Black powder season.
Yep.
Monica and Manchester still tied 28-all. Dinwiddie 56, Thomasdale 16, fourth quarter.
And they were both 9-0 going into that ball game.
9-0 undefeated teams.
Yep.
And that's what they're doing to him. Boy,
Dinwiddie must be something else.
A powerhouse.
All right, Massaponic, they did not show in this round of scores. All right. I mean, you got Landon Wilson tonight. 10 passes, 235 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Young man's had a night. They'll never throw a pass in the second half, probably. Not from him, anyway.
I wouldn't think so. I doubt if we see the starters in the second half. Let's see, but I doubt it.
It's a Grundy County auction. The Grundy is losing 41-8 to Wise, Central of Wise. All right. Riverhead, who lost a game this year, has defeated Stewart's Draft 35-13. Now, Dickie, correct me if I'm wrong here, but Riverhead has won 5 straight state championships.
I think that's right, Tommy. Yeah, I believe that's right. Yep. And Lloyd Botetourt's a team that beat them and stopped their 50-some game winning streak.
And Lloyd Botetourt's having a good year, yes. They're over Stanton River 21-14 at the half. Turner Ashby having a pretty good year, 28-14 over Rockbridge.
All right, we got 2.5 minutes just about to go. We'll be starting the second half, and it should be a quick second half because that clock is going to be rolling.
EC Glass 26, Liberty Christian 14, fourth quarter.
Kind of makes you think that one was a pick 6 almost because that was a pretty quick score.
Yep. That looks like Glass is going to be number 1 and Louisa is going to be number 2. The only good thing I can say about that is Salem will have to come here to the jungle to play. We won't be going down there to play.
Hanover and Atlee 22-22 third quarter. All right, where are you, Massaponic? Still not showing. Stonebridge finishes their season 56-7 win over Independence, and their only loss came to Freedom of Prince William.
Right.
The only tough game Freedom of Prince William had all year.
All right.
All right. Still no Massaponic. And when I was in school, we'd say, let's go strolling. This is scrolling here, right? Massaponic 26, Colonial Forge 21, fourth quarter.
I don't know how many points that might give us if Massaponics wins that ball game. It's going to give us some, though. But I don't know what it'd be enough to overcome what what Glass is going to have.
Well, let's see.
And Glass is going to get a bunch for beating Liberty Christian because Liberty Christian was unbeaten.
Yes.
But Colonial Forge had a good record, too. And Colonial Forge is a 6 school, too.
Colonial Forge. Yep, they are in the Commonwealth, and they had a 28.77778 rating. And Massaponic
Massaponics is way down there.
is a 5.
Yeah. And they won by 2 games, I think.
And that will be their 3rd victory.
Yep.
That's correct.
Yep.
That's correct. Okay. So, yep, a lot of things can change. But
Yeah.
right now it looks like EC Glass is going to be
1.
at home. But we went down there last
Yeah,
year.
we went down
remember?
there. Yeah. And we won big
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah, Landon Wilson had a tremendous game
Right.
running the football.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And he
against
didn't.
EC
He
Glass.
didn't have the supporting crew running the ball like he does this year.
Well, I know Coach Jeff Woody personally, and I know this is a big win for Jeff Woody tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. He's got 2 sons that play Little League Baseball for Central, and I've gotten the chance to talk to him and get to know him. And he's won state championships at Brookville, too. Jeff Woody's a good football coach.
Absolutely. He's been there and done it.
Yeah, Liberty Christian came in with a 31.11111 power rating.
9-0.
Number 1 in 3C.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're getting ready to go back to football here at the Jungle tonight. Mark Fisher Field and Jerry Cutright track.
Glass went in with a 29.222. Salem 28.111. Louisa 28.6667. All right. Second half. And the clock will roll now.
It'll roll. This has been a long halftime, too.
It really seems like it's taking a long time to get the second half started.
It is. It's taking a long time. And it wasn't homecoming tonight either.
Yep.
I don't know if the referee was waiting on his cheeseburger or what he was doing there, Tommy.
All right. And Louisa's going to receive a second half kickoff.
Yep.
Because Goochland.
Coleman is going to be kind of in the middle of things. Christian Johnson out there. He's had a great game so far. Back deep is Hyder.
Right. So Goochland is going to be kicking off, and if you remember, they won the opening toss.
Yep.
And they elected to receive the ball rather than defer. So Louisa's going to start the second half. Unless something squirrely happens here, they're going to start the second half with the ball.
He kicked it in the end zone.
Yeah. He kicked it in the end zone.
Good kick.
Goochland is known for their kickers,
Yep.
Tommy. They are known for their kickers.
All right.
Now, let's see who's going to start out there for Louisa tonight. Let's see if the first team is going to be out there for this first series, or we're not going to see a lot of them at all the second half.
See if we have L.E. Wilson at quarterback.
No, we got Coleman.
Oh, we're gonna have
I
Coleman.
think it's going to be Coleman at quarterback.
Tyree Coleman.
He's in the huddle there. So we're assuming it's going to be Coleman. Let's see. Yep, Coleman's in the back there. And also in the backfield with him, Tommy, is going to be number 31, and that is Travis Lloyd.
And the blocking back's going to be Wash.
Wash is going to be the blocking back.
Yep. They're going to hand it off to the man to the outside.
That's Lloyd.
Travis
Lloyd.
Lloyd's up to the 26, 27. Let's see.
All right. He gained 7, Tommy. 2nd and 3.
That's Lloyd, you said 31, Dickie?
Travis Lloyd. And this time it's going to be Coleman. Coleman's got a first down, and Coleman's got more. Coleman's up to about the 33-yard line, Tommy, for a Louisa first down.
Got a flag on the play. A little hanky.
All right, let's see what we got. What if we got a hold?
I think we're going to have a holding penalty.
Lions have got Wash is in there on the offensive line. They've got number 65 is in there on the offensive line for Louisa. Brandon Strong, number 77. Angel Ramirez is on the offensive line.
And good to see him back because he got hurt a few weeks ago, too.
Aiden Waller is in there on the offensive line for Louisa, number 76. All right, Coleman keeps the ball, and he is going to be hit and dropped in the backfield by the Bulldogs. The guy doing the dropping for Goochland was number 54, I believe it was, for the Bulldogs. Deontay Quarles. And we're looking at 3rd and 12 across the way.
And this drive started on the
20.
Louisa 20.
Gavin Anderson in the ball game for the Lions. Also in the ball game for the Lions, Jackson Grubbs, number 61.
Bring the blocking back into the backfield this time. Coleman looking, throwing downfield, got a man out there, but just overthrew his intended receiver.
Byron, we got 2 of our good friend and fellow coach John Grubbs' grandson out down the field now on the offensive line. Yep. Waller.
That's pretty heartwarming.
Yes, it is. It certainly is, Tommy. Certainly is. Waller and Grubbs out there.
Coleman's first pass is incomplete, intended for Davis. So 4th and 14 for Louisa.
And we got punting the ball.
Carter was doing
Number
it the last
10
few
is punting
times.
the ball.
That's
Zachary
Lundy.
Slaughter.
Oh, it's
High
Slaughter.
snap.
And
Well, they
I
got a
think
penalty
They did not
anyway.
get the play off in time.
Zachary Slaughter is punting the ball for Louisa.
Yep.
And this could become important when we get into playoffs is having a good punter.
Because Louisa has not punted very much
Bird,
this year
not
at
hardly
all.
at all. They haven't punted hardly at all.
I think Wilson did once or twice early in the season, then Carter did it the rest of the time.
High snap. A
High,
kick,
short
but it's
kick.
It's high, but it's short.
And
it
bounces out of bounds.
Right. And Goochland's going to take over in really good field
Yeah,
position.
around the Louisa 25, somewhere along in there. Let's see where they mark it.
All right, let's see where they're going to put it down. They're going to put it down on the 30?
No.
I think about the 27-yard line.
Yep.
27-yard line.
The Louisa 27,
Yep.
too.
All right.
First time Louisa had the ball offensively and did not score.
Second time. They had an intercepted pass.
Yep.
Handoff goes to number 25. First time he's carried the ball tonight for the Goochland Bulldogs. That's Mason Gregory. And Mason Gregory picked up about 8 yards on that play. Second and 2 for the Bulldogs. They get to play from the sidelines. Flaherty is still a quarterback for Goochland, but Gregory is now in the backfield. Flaherty gives the ball off to Gregory again. He's got a Goochland Bulldog.
He's still going.
He's gone in for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yep. 20-yard touchdown. 20-yard touchdown run by Gregory. And the Bulldogs are on the board. And we still got 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. 49 to, let's see if he can make it 49-7.
Is that Black doing the extra punt?
Yeah, I think so. He's a good kicker. Yeah, he can kick it. I mean, he boomed that thing through there. Black PAT, and it's 49-7. Clock will still continue to run.
Yep.
You got a 42-point differential. All right. All right, getting ready for the Bulldogs to kick off. Last time he kicked it in the end zone. You have to believe, wonder if he want to do that again. You almost have to wonder if this man, where he's going to school, because you have to believe with that leg, he's going to be kicking for somebody.
You would certainly think so. I mean, he kicked the extra point, kicked it about up to the middle school.
Yeah,
didn't
he did.
Dickie?
He did. He kicked it. All right. Tyler Black is a 5'9", 177-pound senior for the Goochland Bulldogs. And he's got quite a leg.
Spotsylvania beat Caroline 30-24. Chancellor must have had a safety because they're down 14-8 to James Monroe now. It was
right.
8-6.
See if he kicks it in the end zone again. Yep. Kicked it in the end zone again. Woo. Yep. Matter of fact, he kicked it on into the students section, I think, Byron. We're waiting to get the ball back out to students section.
And you know what a weapon that is.
That is. That's a weapon. That is a weapon. Yep, kicked it in the student section.
Louisa takes over at their own 20, 1st and 10.
That's what he took over the last time.
Yeah.
He kicked off. All right, see if the Lions can move the football here this time.
Massaponic 33, Colonial Forge 21, fourth quarter.
Coleman, the ball carrier. That might help Louisa, but I don't think it's probably going to help them enough to get #1 seed.
Manchester Monacan tied again, 31-all in the fourth quarter.
All right, we got an injured player out there. This is an injured Goochland player. Dr. Southall out on the field. And Coleman picked up
9
yards. All right, good to see this young man get up and walk off the field on his own power. That's
Final score, Dinwiddie 63, Thomas Dale 23.
That is unreal. That is absolutely unreal that Dinwiddie beat Dale. Both of them 9-0, and they win 63-23.
Franklin County, who will be in with us next year, right?
Yep. Think so.
21-10 over Northside in the third quarter.
I think they're in with us next year. I'll tell you in just a minute that they are, because no, Franklin County's not. Yeah, Franklin County's in with us next year. Yep. All right, Coleman, high snap. Coleman gives the ball off to Haywood, and Haywood's got to lose a first down. Well, let me make sure that's Haywood. Yep, 23. All right, first down, Lions. Clock continuing to run. We'll be under 6 minutes when the ball is snapped in the third quarter. All right. Coleman. The ball is snapped to the up man, the fullback, and he fell down. He could have got some more yardage. His knee hit the ground. He got the first down, Tommy. First down, Louisa. 1st and 10. The ball is on the 40. Let's see where the 43-yard line is where Ronnie Fisher marks it.
And on that offensive line for Louisa now, big number 77, as Dickie said, Angel Ramirez, 6 foot 295.
Junior.
Coleman.
That's
Going
Lloyd.
to hand it to Lloyd.
Let's see. Did Goochland take the ball?
No.
I think they blew it dead.
Yep. After a yard gain.
Aiden Waller is a 5'11", 250-pound junior. And Jackson Grubbs is a 5'8", 195-pound junior out there for the Lions. Second and 8 across the way. Handoff. And I think that might be Wash that carried the ball. Got to get his number, Tommy, for you.
I think it was Wash.
It was Wash. That's who I thought it was. He picked up about 5. They were looking at a 3rd and about 4 across the way. Clock continuing to run. We'll be down close to 4 minutes when the ball is snapped in the third quarter.
Did you see big Aiden Waller pull that time?
Yeah.
These guys getting it onto the skin. Gavin Anderson comes wide left here, but Louisa will keep it on the ground, I'm sure.
Coleman.
Here comes Coleman outside, cutting it upside. He's down to the 45,
down.
near the 40-yard line.
Coleman got the first down? Yeah,
Yep.
Coleman got the first down.
7, 8, 8 and 5, 13, and another 2, 15 yards.
All right, 1st and 10 Lions. Brandon Strong's also out there for Louisa, a 6 foot, 255-pound junior. Coleman gets to play from the sidelines. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Coming up quick because the clock's going down. He
Coleman
got it off.
Going to throw it.
Got a
And
man
he's throwing
down
the
there,
ball down the
too.
field.
Right off of his fingertips.
And I think that was Anderson. No, it was not Anderson. It was number 26, Tommy, for Louisa.
DeMarzio Rush.
Yep, that's who it was, DeMarzio Rush. Anderson's caught 2 touchdown passes this
Yep.
year for Louisa.
I hear the train a-coming. Coleman put that in the right spot.
Coleman.
Man in motion. And it's a fullback carrying it
And he got a couple, and then he's dragged down by the Bulldogs.
Tell you, Goochland defense trying to rip
And
that
they
ball
are
out.
I was just thinking the same thing, Tommy. They are definitely trying to rip it out of there.
Yeah. Coming into the game for the Lions now, number 20.
And that was number 41 carried the ball that time. Lawton Rowan carried the ball.
Third
for
down and
Louisa.
about 8 for the
41,
Lions.
Tommy.
Yep. A.J. Gwynn came in for
Third.
Louisa.
3rd and 7.
And that's it. More people have carried the ball now tonight, like I told you we're going to do.
High snap. Coleman get the ball. Coleman spins away. Nothing but white shirts coming at him, though. A swarm of Bulldogs there to make the stop.
I got to tell the guys that are out there blocking, you know, the people are behind you. You should have been blocking.
That was Nicola Cotner for Goochland in on the stop. And we're looking at 4th and 11. And let's see. Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to have to run a play before the end of the quarter. We got a little over a minute to go. I think he's got Gavin Anderson out there this time. Flanked out wide. They're going to throw it, I believe. They got 2 wide outs left, 2 wide outs right.
Connor Nelson came out, and one of those wide outs came in. There's Coleman in
That's
the
who's looking
downfield. Got a
for.
man, Anderson
Oh,
down there.
he couldn't make the catch.
Perfectly again thrown. Good defense, though, that time.
Yeah, Gavin Anderson couldn't bring that one in. That's who he was looking for. Bulldogs going to take over with 49 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And again, a pretty well thrown ball, guys. I mean, he dropped it in there, and he gave him a chance.
Ball's on the 40, Tommy. That's
All
where the
right,
Bulldogs
going
will
to take over on downs.
Right.
All right, inside of 1 minute in tonight's third quarter, Goochland will start out 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the third quarter. High snap. Handoff goes to, I think, number 25 again for the Goochland Bulldogs. He's been carrying the ball here in the second half.
That would be Gregory.
And it was. That's who it was, Tommy. And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. I don't think they're going to get off another one. Well, they're going to maybe try. All right. They got it off. Same play.
Oh, good surge that time. He's going to pick up about 8.
Yep, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
That should give him a first down.
Yep.
End of the third quarter tonight from the jungle. The score, Louisa Lions 49, Goochland Bulldogs 7. And next week it'll be playoff football here. And we don't know for sure who Louisa will be playing. You would think it's going to either be Jefferson Forest or Western Albemarle, one or the other. Western lost tonight. Jefferson Forest won tonight. The team Jefferson Forest beat hadn't won a game. So Louisa looks like they're going to be the 2 seed, which means they'll play the 7 seed. All right. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter.
I think we just lost our chance. Nope, we do not. They get ready to start here.
We got a new back in there for Goochland, Tommy. See if he gets the ball. Yep, he got the ball. And he got about 8 yards. And that new back is number 40, Jaquil Young, 5'8", 186, junior. The Lions have out there on the defense. They got Aiden Wallers out there, 76. Ramirez is out there, 77. Haywood is out there. Also out there for the Lions is number 30, Caden Gursky. Once again, handoff. And
right near the first down marker.
Yep.
Be interesting where they spot this one.
Gursky, one of the Lions, getting up off the bottom of the pile.
I think he's going to be a little short.
And 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs.
As many
25.
as Louisa has had in substitutions in this game, they give it quickly up the middle, and he's
Quick handoff.
through there and still on his feet and got a big first down. Gavin Anderson brings him down around the 22, but it was a good run that time for Young.
I believe that was 25 again, Tommy. Mason. When 25 is Gregory. Well, they might have. That was the up. All right, that is number 21, and he carried the ball last time too, I think, Tommy, for Goochland. They gave it to the fullback. That's
Baraka Ganayoma.
Yeah, that's your call, Tommy.
Yeah.
2nd down and 5. We got a little over 9 minutes to go in this football game. Lions put this one away with a 49-point first half. Yeah, Goochland's out from under the center, and they get the ball off, and he is hitting the backfield.
Oh,
and
good
dropped.
play that time by the Lions. That's big
Ramirez.
number 77.
Yep, Ramirez.
Yep.
And
Angel
also
Ramirez.
there is number 44, Wash.
All right, Lions were up to the task defensively that time. Nice play.
Yep. 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Interesting, we talked about they get a lot of substitutions, might be more people carrying the ball. The only one who got to carry the first time tonight for the season is a starter, Takai Comfort.
How about
Interesting.
Well, has Spellman carried before tonight, Tommy?
I think so. Let's see.
As a handoff, and he carrying the man down the field. He finally brought down.
Nope, you are right. Spellman, too. So we got 2 of them.
Gregor, let's see. The quarterback was a ball carrier, I think, Tommy. And number 20, A.J. Gwynn.
A.J. Gwynn.
A.J. Gwynn was in on the stop.
And who carried?
The quarterback. Flaherty carried.
Okay. High snap, but they give it up the middle. He's got an opening, and he's right near the goal line.
Not over, though.
Down to about the 3.
And on
Let's
that
see,
stop for
on the
Louisa
4.
was Gabriel Frashier. And also in on the stop, Jackson Grubbs. And the ball carrier, Tommy, was number 40 that time for Goochland. The other running back that they've had in there,
Young.
Jaquel Young. Clock running. Bulldogs threatening to get their second score tonight. All right.
Taking a lot of time. High snap.
He's
Fumble.
got it. He's
He
in.
got it back.
He's in for the touchdown, isn't he? Well, let's see. Maybe he didn't get in.
One guy.
Yep, touchdown.
Yeah, the official on this side.
Quarterback got the touchdown, Tommy. The sophomore quarterback.
4-yard touchdown run.
Yep. Flaherty got the touchdown. All right. Bulldogs will kick the extra point. We've got
Black for the extra
7:03
point.
to go. See how far this guy kicks it this time. And he
Boom.
moves another one through.
Halfway to
way
Cuckoo.
back.
That was about halfway to Cuckoo.
Black with the PAT. And we got a 49-14 ball game, but we still got a 13-point dip, a 35-point differential, so the clock's going to continue to run.
Bless you. That was a 60-yard drive.
Yeah. Well, the Bulldogs have had, 60-yard Bulldog drive. And Tommy, if we try to recap a little bit about what we think is going to happen, now this is not official, so this is you and I and Byron. Salem got beat by Patrick Henry Roanoke, so we think they're going to end up being the 3rd seed. We think Louisa is going to end up being the 2nd seed, and EC Glass beating Liberty Christian tonight, we think is going to be the 1st seed.
Yep.
Which means Louisa would play the number 7 seed, who we believe is either going to be Jefferson Forest or Western Albemarle. And Salem and Louisa would be on course to collide here in the jungle in the 2nd playoff game. And Glass looks like they got home field for the regional.
Yep, all the way through the regionals.
Yes.
Lunenburg Central finished an undefeated season, winning over Amelia tonight.
Well, how was the score of that game, Tommy?
20-something, let's see. It went away on me. But it was 20.
He didn't kick that one in the end zone. And Louisa is going to get a nice return on it, too. And I believe the guy that returned the ball for Louisa was number 41, I believe, Tommy. And that's
That's Lloyd.
Lawton
Right.
Rowan. Yep.
Oh, Lawton Rowan, okay.
Yep.
They beat them 22-8. Lunenburg Central over the.
Lunenburg Central was a powerhouse when Chippy Chappell
Yes.
Chappell was coaching down there. It's been a while, I think, since they've had an unbeaten team down there. Since back in that era, they used to get them lots of years.
Monticello has scored on Charlottesville. It's 27-7 3rd quarter. William Monroe and Meridian, that's 2 bottom feeders right now, 17-14
And we got a
Meridian over.
penalty. I think
They actually motioned offsides against the defense.
Yeah. 5-yard penalty against the Bulldogs. All right, here come the Lions up to the line of scrimmage. We'll be under 6 minutes left in the ball game here tonight.
Spotsylvania pulled it out against Caroline, 30-24.
All right. Coleman doing a long count out there. And we got another penalty. Did Louisa move? Or did Goochland jump offside again? Yeah, Bulldogs offside again. First down, Louisa. By penalty.
That's the easy way of getting it.
Yeah. All right.
We just need him to do that 12 more times, right?
That's right.
Tommy, we'll be down in the end zone.
5-yard penalties and a pack of dust.
Oh, looked like he got the face mask. He did.
Yeah.
He tackled the face mask. And Rowan is okay, but he reached up there and got the face mask. That's going to be a biggie, 15 yards. All right. The Bulldogs are accumulating some penalty yards here. That's 25 yards they got already on this drive.
Now, they just said something there. They said 15 yards from the spot of the foul on a face mask.
I think, yeah. I think that's right. That's what they did. So
That's what they said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Coleman with the ball. Coleman pushes the pile and picks up about 5 yards. Coleman coming out now to get the play. DeAndre Henson now in the ball game for Louisa as well. And we're down close to 4.5 minutes to go in this one. Coleman.
Now let the clock roll down.
Yeah, let it roll. Let it roll.
Put the man in motion.
And
Coleman's got the
run
blocker
it behind
in
the
front
man
of
in motion.
Yep. Got a
And
first
Coleman
down.
has got a first down and
And
more.
more.
Coleman is down at the 10.
Tyreek Coleman.
5. Touchdown, Coleman. 43 yards. 43-yard touchdown run. Coleman. I'm sorry. 47.
47 yards.
Well, the ball started on the
48.
43. That's what the 43 is.
Okay, yeah.
So it's 57 yards.
All right, guys, there is a flag down
All
out
right,
there,
wait
I
a
believe.
Flag on the play is coming
Oh,
back.
I think we'll be coming back.
Holding on Louisa.
Yep. That's a nice run by Coleman.
Yeah.
Down
He
the
showed some
sidelines he
speed
went.
at the end.
He did. That's going to bring him back. All right. Well, is it going to be looking at a 2nd and about 17? Now the clock's running again, and we'll be down under, down under 4 minutes when the ball is snapped. Louisa usually comes up and takes that time before they snap the football. Maybe Goochland will jump offside again. No, this time they snap it a little quicker. And picks up about 3 or 4 yards. Let's see who that was, Tommy, if I can.
Travis Lloyd.
Travis Lloyd. And we're looking at 3rd and about 12 across the way. All right. Coleman's got the play. The Lions taking their time. And
Delay
now they're
game.
going. All right, they're going to take a timeout and not to delay a game penalty. 3:12 to go in the ball game. 49-14 Louisa. Playoff action here next week, Tommy.
Santa Claus coming to town? Is that what it is?
Yeah. A 10-0 season, Byron, for the Louisa Lions.
It's just unbelievable. And, you know, the thing that's just hard to understand is it's, to some degree, people, I don't want to say come to expect it, but they certainly have come to expect Louisa to be very successful in their football. And they're living up to it.
And
Yep.
that's 6 of the last 7 seasons. Louisa has been undefeated in the regular season. One of them was a 6-0 season. Last year
Right.
was the only time they lost regular season games. And they lost 2 last year.
Will Patrick has done one whale of a job since he took over this program. One whale of a job, and he puts a lot of time into it, too.
All right. Set up a
Screen.
little flare pass, and
That
it's
went
caught.
nowhere.
Good play there by number 12. That was Malachi Montgomery.
And it was Gabriel Frashier who made the catch. 4th down. And the Bulldogs take a timeout. All right, let's see if Louisa punched the football. I believe they're going to punt it, but I believe we're going to see Wilson maybe punt the ball this time. He looks like, I see him limbering up his leg over here like he's going to punt the ball. And Byron, this team has set no telling how many records. I'm sure they got yardage records, scoring records, just unbelievable.
Yeah. And you're right. They might also have a record for the fewest punts by a team in the regular season. Because they certainly have not done it more than a handful of times, probably.
And probably more barbecue ate at Smoking Eddie's than anywhere else in the county.
I think it's pasta that Donna feeds them.
Is it? So they're quick energy.
Yeah, pasta that they get when they get the game. She cooks the game day meals. I think it's pasta.
You and Coach Cutright love that pasta for people when they're running, right?
That's right. Wilson got away a pretty good kick. Hits the ground at the 40 and goes with a bounds, well, just outside the 40, at about the 43-yard line.
Yeah.
That's where the Bulldogs will take over. Now we got 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go. And the Lions' 10-0 season will be in the books. Playoff action next Friday night. And we think it'll either be Western Albemarle or Jefferson Park.
Yeah, some of these guys, seniors who are going to be gone. A.J. Gwynn into the game now. Also into the game was Thomas Jemerson. They ended up the middle.
All right, and on that stop for Louisa was Gabriel Frashier. He's a junior. And Lawton Roaring, he's a junior. Ball resting on the 48-yard line of Goochland. Handoff goes to Gregory. Goes to number 25, Tommy. Mason Gregory.
Yep.
He's got another Bulldog first down. Clock continuing to run. The sophomore's played the whole game, Byron, at quarterback for Goochland.
Yep. He had a very, very shaky start, but he's hung in there pretty well.
Yep. Blake Flaherty. Has the handoff, and he's going to be brought down. Let's see who made that stop for Louisa. Tackle made by number 24, Gabriel Frashier. And this might be the last play of the ball game. Less than a minute to go. And he is hit and dropped in the backfield.
That's Ramirez.
It was, let's see, I believe it was 76, wasn't it, Tommy? That was 76. It was
Aiden Waller.
Yeah.
It was either him or Angel Ramirez, one of the two.
This will be the last play of the ball game here, I think. We got less than 30 seconds to go.
Think he's going to put it in the air?
I don't think so. All right. There's a handoff.
Got a lane.
He's going to be brought down. Well, we got a penalty.
Yeah, there's a flag, and it's probably going to be might be a face mask.
We got 5 seconds to go.
Haywood made a good stop.
Yeah, he did, but he got the face mask. Goochland might get off one more play. You're going to have to be quick to do it, but they could get off one more play. And they're going to be rushed from the 15-yard line. They took a timeout. Goochland took a timeout, so they're definitely going to get off one more play.
1 play left.
5 seconds to go in the ballgame. 49-14. Bulldogs want to score one more time. Let's see if the Lions
Absolutely
can
they do.
hold them out of the end zone. All right. Here we go.
The senior group at Louisa
Last play of the game.
has really done a great job. this
They
year.
have that, Tommy. These 19 seniors deserve a lot of credit for the success of this football team.
All right. Full house backfield this time.
He's going to throw it. No, shakes one man. He may run it in. Is he going to run it in?
Oh,
He didn't get in.
yes, he did.
He got
He's
in?
He's in. 14 yards out.
14-yard run on the last play of the game by Flaherty, the quarterback. All right. And we're going to end up 49-21, I believe. I don't think this guy's going to miss the extra point unless we have some mishap on the snap. Because Black has got quite a leg. All right, let's see what happens. This will be the end of the ball game on this extra point. High snap. Ball is down, kick is good. That's the ball game tonight from the jungle. The final score, Louisa Lions 49, the Goochland Bulldogs 21. Unbeaten 10-0 season for the Louisa Lions. And Jefferson District champions.
Again, they shared it last year, but they hadn't shared it for a long time. They haven't lost it for a long time. So next week, we will know who's coming Tuesday. Probably no long before then, but the official word on it would be Tuesday.
We'll probably know tomorrow. We'll know tomorrow who we're going to play, I think, without any question. But it's either going to be Western Albemarle or Jefferson Forest.
These coaches know how to sit there and figure out these things a lot better than we do.
All right. You going to do any stats, Tommy, or are we going to just...
Well, no, we're going to bypass. Let's look at what we had. EC Glass was number 1 in Region 4D. They won tonight over Liberty Christian.
And that's going to give them the number 1 seed, we think.
Louisa was number 2, and they won over Goochland. Salem, who maybe could have moved up to number 2, lost to Patrick Henry of Roanoke, and I think they will stay a 3.
Yeah, they're going to stay at 3.
Orange will be number 4.
Yep.
Amherst lost. Western Albemarle lost. Jefferson Forest won.
But Jefferson Forest beat Liberty of Bedford. Well, how close were Jefferson Forest and Western?
.90000.
Over a point.
Yeah, over a point.
I almost believe it's going to be Western. I think Louisa and Western are going to play.
Amherst may hang on to the number 5 spot.
I think they will, yeah.
And will play Orange.
Right.
Louisa would have either Western Albemarle or Jefferson Forest.
I believe it's going to be Western, but it could be Jefferson Forest.
Yeah. And EC Glass will be playing the other, either Western or Jefferson Forest.
Because Jefferson Forest won, but they beat a team that hadn't won a game.
Right.
And they also beat a team that was a 3.
Yeah.
And Western lost to a team that was a 4.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting.
It's going to get real interesting when we get in these playoffs. And here's the other thing. We could play Louisa to win the state championship. You got to play 5 games.
Yep.
That's half of the season all over again. Right. Yeah.
And that's why playing all these guys in the second half may come in to be that. Some of these other teams, I'm sure Salem tonight went all out.
Well, I tell you, somebody go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say I agree with you, Tommy, that I think that in some ways this may help Louisa because hopefully the Carter will be healthy next week and they'll be at full strength.
Yeah.
So.
And the other thing is, Byron, If Carter isn't healthy next week and we're playing Western Albemarle, we could sit him another week. Right.
And if you're playing Jefferson Forest.
Oh, if you're playing Jefferson Forest. Now, when you get to the next one, you're going to probably be Salem, but it's going to be here and not down at Salem. And Glass is in a catbird seat sitting back to see who they play.
Yeah, but if you got to play Salem, you sure want to play them here.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember too
down there.
that all-purpose back they had last year. We talked about before the game last year. He graduated.
Right.
Yep. He is gone.
Salem is not as good a football team as they were last year, Tommy. Yep. No question about that.
And E.C. Glass is better than they were last year.
And Glass is better.
Right.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting, and we may have a treat for people next week as game day may be coming to Louisa County High School.
Yep.
Now, Lee Corso has set out a few days, few weeks on game day on TV. Now, I'm not sure whether Al Lee is going to be ready for the task. What do you think, Byron?
Right. That's right. Well, we're gonna keep that under wraps, you know. So we're not gonna give away any secrets just yet.
What a game, though. The Lions just took over right at the beginning of this game. Right. Savion Hyder and Landon Wilson just showed why they are leaders on this team. One, the veteran quarterback, the other, the freshman running back, and they just clicked tonight together like crazy.
How about give us those 19 seniors, Tommy, before we go off the air?
Yep.
You got a mark. Let's salute them 19 seniors on the Louisa High School football team this year that pulled off this perfect season, 10-0, Jefferson District champions and getting ready for the regional. Who are they, Tommy?
Landon Wilson, Takai Comfort, Cameron Hawkins, Caden Lundy, Malik Huntington, Sam Claypack, Austin Talley, Alex Prophet, A.J. Gwynn, Justin Sims, Thomas Jimerson, Quentin Wash, Elijah Brooks, Jack Clemens, Shane Bibb, Jerkeem Banks, Cameron Hedrick, Caleb Shepard, and the last but not least, who carried it in for a score tonight, Quentin Spellman.
And we salute all these. Congratulations on a great senior year.
And I tell you, we need to salute this coaching staff, too.
Yes, definitely, Tommy.
Coach Will Patrick has put together a group of guys that believe in these kids. The kids believe in the coaches, and it shows up on the field.
And I was down here in the hot summertime when they were out there working out, I think, 4 days a week.
Yep. His assistant coaches, Casey Brown, George Earl Jr., Josh Gusto, Dylan Hollins, John Canoza, Chris Robinson, Mark Alberts, Ryan Bullock, Lawrence Clemens, Wes Clemens, Micah Taylor, Randy Johnson, and Stephon Vessels. And great job, guys, the whole year.
Yep.
All right. Final score from the jungle on this Friday night. Louisa 49, Goochland 21. Any final word, Byron?
Well, just a reminder of two things. The Louisa JV team plays at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning right here in the jungle against Albemarle for the district championship. And just this is a pretty cool thing to me. The Louisa middle school team, Louisa's JV team, and Louisa's varsity, all three teams undefeated in the regular season.
Yes, indeed.
And that's probably the first time that's ever happened, too, Tommy.
Yeah.
It's been fun, and we thank the media department at Louisa County High School for letting us do this, Tommy.
All right. My final word is pack the jungle next Friday night, as the Lions will be hosting a regional playoff game.
Right.
Yep. All right, Tommy Nelson, Dickie Purcell, Byron Mellab. Thanks to everybody for all your help. Thanks for listening in. We'll see you next week. Good night, everyone.